Greetings, fellow Sierra Leonean and viewers beyond the Sierra Leone community. Welcome to Salon for All and Voice for All Network Television. I am your host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. On the community announcement, condolences message to my dear son and his wife as we continue to mourn the loss of my grandson. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Condolence to another family member of mine through marriage, former Minister of Education, Dr. Minkailo Ba. Condolences message to the family of the late Imam Tajuddin. Another condolence message goes to the late Mr. Jibril Mustafa and family and friends. Condolences message goes to the family and friends of the late, commonly known as Imam Osusu. Condolences message goes to the entire family of Honorable Ambassador Petito Mansare, the late Mrs. Linda Petito Koroma, excuse me. May her soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Condolences message to the family and friends of former student of the late Mrs. Oni Gabidon, an educationist and founder of the well-known private elementary school Kinyama Prep. Condolences message to the family and friends of all viewers and members of this platform who may have lost loved ones. Today's topic, Madam Sylvia Olayinka Blyden. But before I go there, I'll pause and get back right with you guys. Thank you and welcome once again.
to the school.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we will celebrate not only the life of Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, but all the women of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I play a short video. For now, we take a trip down memory lane. In anything in life, you not go agree with everything where Khadija will say here today. However, I believe say certain things them they we go discuss here today, where at least you go say Khadija was right with in point of view. Having said that, I want, as we don't take a trip down memory lane with that video, I also want to come and highlight some of the things them where this woman done achieve in our country. One of which in I just see where it gets the love for not only the big one and the woman then we welcome in that village day, but also the picking them. Where to many of we picking them in a lot to we, and they are the future. Having said that, make a recall or re-echo some of the achievements where this woman don't make. And I choose May 31st, 2020 as the day where we recognize them as the Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden Day. The reason being, where I will go into more detail later, now because I want to change a negative into positive. What do I mean? Last year, May 31st, 2019, as in all can recollect, during the month of Ramadan, we see some of the women and go through a lot of humiliation, public disgrace. What I mean by that is that when they attack the main opposition then political office, so women they where unfortunately they get some of them breast being exposed, some of them drag them, take them to the Pademba Road, puts them all, not only women, picking them all, we see down there. So, and that very day, I can clearly recall where I would do my hair, and then another lady come in where it tell me, say, this night they go on. I immediately open my phone on social media, then different social media platform, one of which was WhatsApp, and I see the unfortunate. I could not help but to cry. I say, why this for the go now we country? And that very day, I've been then at another platform where many of you know the platform what they refer to, where I mean supposed to get a topic that day. I canceled everything what I've been to do that day. I decided say now get an emergency broadcast on that specific event that will be happening. For next Sierra Leone, they meet together. Now we put our voice together. We join our voice sincerely, not only join our voice under a partisan approach, but join our voice on reality of waiting they go on our country and address them accordingly. Having said that, the reason why I say we change a negative into positive, and for now we stand up for we women them. Like one of me quotes where I come about few years back, whether it's 5 years or so, I cannot recall. I say for now we say we want equal opportunity. We demand them in terms of prestige, position. We want get equal rights, so on and so forth. We don't want to be on the category where they consider as sexism. We first forget clean hearts and love for ourselves as women. When we know say Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden in achievement, not so many achieve in Sierra Leone, and it don't be an example for motivate we for now we do better in terms of education wise or whatever the case may be. In achievements don't say it is a possibility for now we get to that level, whether you want to take on the education wise, you want to take on a political career. It don't serve as an example. You may not like her. Everybody entitled to their own personal opinion or their feeling about somebody, but outside the truth and where the credit is due, make will give them. So having said that, me quotes day, it emphasized on the importance of how we for embrace we self as women. as women. Because we as women, we can be so petty. We are not, none of we are perfect. Before, recently, we get set of women the way I be interviewed. Before that, prior to that, this platform now a living testimony where I don't talk so many times about Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden in situation. When we get a young lawyer, we also take we country to ICC. It come and interview him. We talk about that. I also make emphasis on in health condition, where na that day I know through that lawyer day, lawyer Wuri, where it always say Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, they suffer with symptom of pneumonia. Where I say, is there any chance we go expedite in release for now it will get medical treatment? So having said that, I do not do this for favor. I do not do this for, say, I want to gain political appointment of whether it's this administration or next. I do it sincerely because it's what I love, my passion. And I know say we all come at this world for a reason. And I believe saying, and most of the time we can complain, say we media houses and back home, they need to say much. But I want we critically think, like how we platforms say, no, we critically think if we were in their position, as much as we go and blame them, they enjoy the beauty of waiting America or United Kingdom able for Giwi. But in the place of Sierra Leone or Africa as a whole, they go and talk, but they are limited because at the end of the day, we don't see on our social media, we don't see the diehards supporters them, where even current now, waiting that they do, how then they, all that they will get into today. In the case, an example of Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, a seasoned journalist, where he gets the love and passion for in country, but at the same time, through God in power, and they use the voice for speak for the voiceless. You understand? At the end of the day, we see Usa Ide. So if we do not stand as women, and when I say stand, not in any form of violence, then we stand in a way where we can never be intimidated by the strength of another woman. We for celebrate the strength of another woman. We for appreciate the strength and the beauty of another woman. We for appreciate where a woman achieve. We for able for embrace them and glad for them. When a woman speak differently than us, we for appreciate and embrace and say, now so God wants them. Because not to introduce himself, now God, they design we all. And we are all here for a purpose. We are not, none of we are perfect, and we are not designed to be perfect. Not only God. But waiting it don't achieve. Waiting that woman don't achieve. It will be a celebration for we as Sierra Leonean. It will be a blessing to we as Sierra Leonean. When she speak, or whenever, whosoever it go, when it represents, it represent only in name or in family name. It represents we as Sierra Leonean. It give we hope for say we picking them, especially without picking them. Then they look at a woman as Miss Sylvia Blyden. I do not care about her weakness. What they talk about with strength. And if we take with time, we celebrate the strength of we self, Salon will be a better place. If we take with time and ignore the petty stuff and we weaknesses them, Salon will be a better place. And we will make multiple of Miss Sylvia Blyden. Like I say, I can only blame the media houses them in Africa, specifically Sierra Leone, to a certain extent. But some of you don't come out of there. When you get your platform, you want to use and say, oh, where APC come, you know, for asking certain question, where SLP come, you know, for asking certain question, you they try for, no. And a woman, not for design, for talk about politics, no, and not correct. We get the chance for speak for the one that will not speak. And we they do so in a way where we they unify with self. When you love somebody, they tell them the truth because you want him better. You know, they go, you they always praise and sing them for now they hurt and inflict pain, but the one that the vulnerable people them. Having said that, and I don't see one of the achievements them. For me, now that way they are looking at an achievement. You understand? Obviously, it gets away where it influence that community there, whether it's financially, whether it's by educating them. You understand? It don't get away where it don't contribute to that community, the way make them get a warm welcome. It is obvious. Having said that, this is now one of the women way being honored by the then president, the late where the late president, Dr. Ahmad Tijan Kaba, he honored at the age of 35. How many go get such achievement? He look and say, now a strength, he gets quality within him, where he proud of him, where he say, before in the left office, no matter what he say, he honor this woman. Now we take our memory back, now we recollect to that. That's another achievement. This woman is a philanthropist. She might not be blessed to have her own biological child. And I say that with holding tears. But at the same time, it is still giving your own time and resources for taking care of other people than you. So you do not only be a mother because you get picking biologically. These are some of the sacrifices what this woman don't make. This woman don't put in line when the main opposition, when an in political party, the All People's Congress, when it decides that they shy away from the social media platform or doing interview, this woman take her upon herself, say, I'm bold enough for go there and speak on reality. Reality is that I go give me genuine concern or my contribution way, it will be beneficial to this current administration, where this administration are for all Sierra Leonean. Having said that, it make them clear, say, I get this new areas of expertise. If you bring me in, or other people's the ways where they get strengthened at this area, bring them in. Now we work together as Sierra Leonean. For now we combat this deadly disease. Unfortunately, in sincere and doing that interview there, it say, if this individual wherein they consider say not a problem or it use X, Y, and Z, the reality is that it they influence the masses. So if in are able for bring on board, for now we use invoice, for now we just for the sake of Mama Salon, you understand? I believe say it go help the country. Many people then look and frown, say, oh, it condole this gentleman, so on and so forth. Who are we to judge? Like I said before in this platform, there are so many I blame, whether it's APC, SLPP, every supporter, die-hard supporter, do equally the same as that of that young man. So how can you point finger or you try for reprimand one individual and you know all the other one they're accountable? I can always say the lesson where we they try for teach another individual or the precedent where we they set while we they in power, it will forever live on. If during the time of His Excellency, the then President, Dr. Ines Baikroma, in the Yeri say the Sierra Leone People's Party supporters, then they use all kind of bad language to the point of even threatening in life. But nobody at that time with this current administration say, no, it's not right. Sierra Leone is the only place where they see say, then they get joy for rain insult, how we head of state them. So if we don't get to the point where we put with green, white, and blue above everything else, I believe say we don't show that example there. I believe say will continue to every administration. But when we govern in a way wherein it's that, oh, this not SLPP, this is what we're gonna do. It's all about the SLPP supporter or the APC supporter or the members of the APC or PNDP C4C. Of course, it gets a consequences the way they follow. When we talk about freedom of speech, with them, I don't talk on a previous I column where I been gets show. And I read them under the then president, the handover note. When they give advice to a sitting president, for now we go get a healthy atmosphere or promote national cohesion. It make itself as an example. It give specific instances then and specific individual them we don't rain so much insult on them to the point of example of Icon Alpha Saidu. It gives specific individual and to women in London where they use so many ill words then, and we see during the year of 2018 where Alpha Saidu go back again, where it be say it be the rub skin as people then go call them with the main opposition, and not go say it they take them it can't go in a tight corner because there's sufficient evidence, authentic evidence them all over, where it be say, if the then president not think Sierra Leone, it think about APC SLPP, then people like Alpha Saidu for being in a tight corner. But it think about national cohesion. It puts that above anything else. May I say that I salute and commend her. So all that day it related to what we celebrate today. If Alpha Saidu and all the other individuals then when I be reader and overnote, if they been get that same freedom of speech, their freedom of press, whatever you want to call them, not saying that the then administration is perfect. This is not waiting at a try for portray here. But with any administration, there's no perfection. But when we say that, we they can do better. We they learn from whatever it is that you think it is a mistake from that administration. You pick up the pieces and you want to become a better or whatever outside and left of, because like I can always say, any administration and continuation, not continuity. Going back to my quote, we cannot ask for now we go, say now we be more than the man or equally to the man them if we not first get clean hearts for ourselves as women. Celebrate with strength will be a beginning of a better mama salon and a better thing for we the woman them. Having said that, now carry on again with Miss Sylvia in achievements them. A woman we're ready for challenge in comping members them of the same political party. We don't see that day. Anybody when a partisan person or when a diehard person where it be say, you know, put the country interests above anything else, and I go challenge in member of in same political party within the share. So that is something I admire about this woman. That's a strength that is worth celebrating. A woman where they say, yes, even if me party member them wrong, I go call them. You understand? I love and celebrate in strength and encourage a relentless effort for persevere. Despite we don't see so many insults where they rain on this woman. We don't see so many. All kind name, then we'll talk about describing a physical appearance, everything you can think of. This woman bear. It been then at a position where if I hold these people accountable, as in taking them say, okay, now go put in a tight corner. But you look and say, when you decide for take certain position, you already don't make yourself available for public humiliation, public how you call them. But in no warrant for decide for tamper with the peace or the national cohesion of in fellow Sierra Leoneans for say for go put in a tight corner. So that's for me is a strength. A person we're able to get that strength and that courage say, regardless of what they say about me, they get the confidence, self-confidence. Self-confidence is not something where you buy. It have to be within you. I take myself as an example. People then go say, hey, they tie it like granny. They tie it like granny. They make so they did so. But God choose we for be do in they choose motaman. I can always make and clear say it's not about the dunya but about God. I do not need explanation for anybody. So that is a strength within that woman. Where they say, it like in a call me any kind way. I read something, was it yesterday or so, when they even make fun of the woman, the white hair. Oh, that day in this world, we not go through phase. You not go get black hair forever. If you lucky enough to get white hair, it's a blessing. So having said that, for me, that's a strength and a blessing worth celebrating. Again, why I choose May 31st, 2020 as Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden Day. Now for now we change negative into positive. When I do that show day, May 31st, 2020, when me had today in pain, not because of it was the main opposition, or because I look and say we country, they at a place where we'll say it's a lot of instability. And I look and say, now a month where we supposed to respect God, when at the holy month of Ramadan, we not get peace. If we are considered to be one of the best around the world when it comes to religious tolerance, I believe say we for also respect whatever we Christian or Muslim brothers in the experience at that given time. So I cried for so many things. For those where then they use them platform, they condemn people like we say, journalism is not putting your emotion or whatever the case may be. I pray to God that me own journalism, and not go be one that way it be say, I know will get the feeling of me comping human being. I not go ever be that type of journalist. I pray to God that it not go ever give me a position, whether in a government position where I go become a liar or I go inflict pain on somebody because now SLPP, APC, C4C, NGC. I pray that God not ever give me those jobs. I pray that the heaven where they look for, may God give me them. And this dunya no mean nothing to me. It's all lies and deceit. If we only think that way, we go be better Sierra Leoneans to ourselves. So having said that, like I say, I need to look for favor, I need to look for anything, but they call things as it is. With platform go be criticized in so many ways, wherein they go say, oh, this na anti-government or whatever. If APC come, C4C, NGC come, they inflict pain on we woman them. Then put them on Pademba Road. Any government we go use we mouth na this platform for speak against that government. It is not about SLPP, APC, C4C. We are not the platform where we go. We just they share the thing. Oh, the president don't fly today. Now Yugoslavia, it don't come back today. Now Bombay market. No, no, no. When the layman they cry, it is send videos say, and I can't help me. We go share them. Because we need to look for favor. Now God in you we they look for. We wanted to hear the poor man in voice. When they go lock, say major, retire major Paulo in West. Those are the things we go call on. When Honorable Indolo gets a problem, I reach out to him. Not because Nasi for SLPP or whatever, because he's a Sierra Leonean like me. If we want to hurt everybody, for we get hurt. Now that way they will think. When Honorable Tawa stand for the truth in the parliament, I celebrate him and put in picture na my profile because it takes Salon above anything else. Everybody where they use the mouth and the energy for destroy we as a nation, where you hold sensitive position as Salon, we go condemn you and we go bring you to the table. If you inflict pain on SLPP woman or NGC C4C, we go speak against that. So having said that, I want to make a now get unclear because we hear a lot of that where it be said and will call say, hey, no go na that platform deal. Now this political party they make. No, we're here for every Sierra Leonean. And we will not shy away because we are not looking for political appointment. We are not looking for the dunya favor. We look for God in. And for especially for be the voice for the voiceless. And we pray that anybody where they pray against, waiting God use we for do, when are the good one, when are the truth. We pray that they never succeed, but God will always succeed above. And this is one of it where we celebrate the life of a woman where we stand tall amongst women and stand tall amongst man. And we will celebrate them because it don't give we hope. Again, I will repeat, for we women, it don't give we hope for we picking them, where they grow up, where they say, yes, with education, with perseverance, with determination, I can be another Miss Sylvia, Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden. Hence the reason why we celebrate Miss Sylvia today. You may not like her, but you for join voice with we because we're Sierra Leonean for celebrate the achievements of this woman. Now, the other thing where like I say, where we don't experience now this administration, we don't see where this now all the things they for now land to make case or now give specific instances them of why it's necessary for we as women for celebrate May 31st, change negative into positive for we women them. Again, I come step by step for telling her. We don't see where the mayor of Freetown, they don't get 2-3 slap, whether it's verbally slap or physical slap. Where at some point we see say in hand being there pass something. Who's woman in the right state of mind? Take your political affiliation aside. Who's woman in the right state of mind will go celebrate such ugliness? We don't see an NGC supporter right after the post-election violent, where it talk say then get good bits because he happened to be an NGC supporter and not support the current administration. We don't see in the case of Sata Lamin, where it specifically tell the world say she was physically abused, raped by multiple men. Why up to this day we not bring them man in there and you remember them, the name and everything? Why they not bring them to justice? How can we as Sierra Leonean women, regardless of your affiliation, celebrate such ugliness? So again, I did try for land to all the reason why we for celebrate Miss Sylvia in day, because it's not only about her, it's about us as women. We don't see selective justice or dispensation. In the example of the constituency 110 saga, we don't see we woman them, where they make to parliament. We don't see in the case of Honorable Khadijatu Davis, Honorable Adriana, when a blessing for we woman them. We don't see them drag them out because of power. We not a member say power, now only one person belong to my God. And I in the choose we for say, I will give some of this power to you. But we must remember say we are always servants of God. And when you're in that position where God choose you, you can forget the fairness of him. So hence the reason why we for celebrate May 31st, 2020, Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden Day. Because of, again, I give the two examples of Honorable, if I can name few, Khadijatu Davis, constituency 110. If I'm not mistaken, I think that Godrich area. We don't see the one with Honorable Adriana. Then pull them. Whose woman at the right mind, we go celebrate that because of the nugget political affiliation. Whose woman? If APC even do that, so we woman them, or NGCC for C again, we go use we mouth for talk. Because in the born good picking. If APC don't do them, I can always say this. When you say your new direction, you they come in, you they change the dynamic. You they learn from the mistake. The current administration being get so much, I would say blessing in the sense that if you don't use such words, say we are the new direction, we are going to do better. You come in, you not only use the word, but you attach the word to the action. I'm telling you, Sierra Leoneans, and including myself, will go rally behind this administration. But we cannot rally behind this administration when the right thing is not being done. Hence the reason, as a result, many will get their own way for say, oh, na partisan, oh, he affiliated to NGC, APC, C4C. It's irrelevant. I say we use that na this platform that if you can, so you attack somebody because they belong to NGC, C4C, APC, SLPP, you become irrelevant because you must use your argument for build your case with better approach than using your argument for attack the person in affiliation. With constitution make them okay for everybody for belong to any political party of your choice. It is not a crime and nobody should be held as a criminal because of their affiliation. Not at all. Make we go further. Again, I will repeat Dandy. The honorable them, the female them. There's so many of them wouldn't come out. But today, since we celebrate a woman, the strength of a woman, the achievement of a woman, and they try to explain to her the 31st why it's not meaningful to every Sierra Leone woman. Hence the reason why they give the example there. So in terms of one of the things that we didn't hold Miss Sylvia wouldn't say it incite. Make we talk about incitement. Like I say, we get selective justice. We get wherein that certain, like me latest quote I give, unity, freedom, and justice for all, not for selected few, but for all. Meaning, if Miss Josephine Jackson beats people picking, torture, yes, they get the right for the CID, call and investigate, and all the authentic proof was there. All the one that will be involved padande, then for getting the same, how you call them, treatment as that of NGC, APC, C4C. But no, it go free. If Arata able for go and the minister then destroy a ballot box, now constituency 110, they frown upon that. They're not frown upon that. They shy away from that topic. It die down. And nothing say it correct. If in the case of the SLPP women's leader, it give we authentic evidence, testimony of the day of the said prison break, where he reached there at 3 a.m. Not only him, it gives specific names of the one individual them where them go there. One was which was the deputy internal minister. Why were this individual not brought to CID? Why they not being get further investigation or arrested immediately until proven otherwise? We're talking about incitement. Again, now go back to that. If Mrs. Fatima Bio, they come, they say to Sierra Leoneans them, we for apply the mob justice, waiting whose incitement will pass dandy. And shortly after that, we see so many misfortune in our country. Isn't that enough for now we hold Miss Fatima Bio and go and question her? Is she above the law? Is she above the law? Can you compare that incitement of that of waiting and say Miss Sylvia they write now in Facebook page? We all not in country, so we enjoy that, wherein that we get concerned, even with two presidents here. We get concerned, we can write on our Facebook as long as you need to say anything violent. If that woman, if Mr. Fofana, where they work for BBC, yeah, they talk about the condition of Pademba Road prison. They give detail of how the condition of Pademba Road prison day. Why they not hold Mr. Umaru Fofana? Is it because they work for BBC? But Miss Sylvia writes again the condition of the retired Mayor Paulo, and they hold on accountable. Is that what we call incitement? How do we compare that of waiting Mrs. Fatima Bio say for not and do mob justice on Sierra Leone, and that of waiting the woman they taking time? She didn't have to do that for go and they wear masks, they take picture, they try for educate Sierra Leoneans them how they for fight against this pandemic. Does she have to do that? She doesn't have to. But again, love for the country. This woman, it gets passport outside of Sierra Leone. If you're not been loving country, for we don't flee out like every other politicians them will be there now the then government. But people like Aram and the then president, they all sit down at them beloved Mama Salon. They use in your know-how, in knowledge, and taking time, you understand. when they invite an AYV, and that was an interview where I commend both people that will be involved. Honorable Soiree, because he acknowledged the strength of a woman. He invites the strength of a woman. He invites the opposition. He said, come and join voice with me. We are welcoming you. The woman taking time back again and give example of ways to go about. For make them will call the main opposition. You cannot govern a nation just by one political party. You cannot govern a nation just by one voice. Meaning that voice where they always they give you the, oh yes sir, you they do fine sir, yes sir, cabo sir, welcome sir, yes sir, you not get no flood sir, oh yeah. No, them individual they not like you. The one where they criticize you, every time we are doing a show, we executive team them, I will call them one by one. Where do I go wrong? Because I want to be a better me. I am not perfect. But if you are not able to take constructive criticism, you feel saying for just dance with the tune of, oh yes sir, welcome sir, this and that. No. They're slowly, then they push you to that hole. When you don't go there, then they laugh at you. Take His Excellency the President. Take the example of the then president. Many of them where he give prestige, sensitive position. They like today, not only people like Miss Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, where they get reprimanded because he gets a picture of that man. One of the police officer take that and make him pull her up, say, this now one of the exhibits. Give me a break. Only people like her, they appreciate that man there, his strength. Even though people like Miss Sylvia, at the end, they released her off in duty as a minister. It swallow all the bitter pill. It says, Salon is above me. It look at the brighter picture. This is a woman that is worth celebrating. When you break a person like Miss Sylvia, when you go and try for isolate him, whether not in words, they try for express sincerely, and then they try for please you. When you try for break him, indirectly, you break so many of we. You break we as women. You break we when like what would they do as journalists. Again, I do not care what other people then they say. If me not able to attach me emotion and feel for me company Sierra Leonean, I'd rather not do it. My own journalism on my own platform, it will always be different. Because when I feel the pain for cry, I cry. I will express myself because I'm a human. I will always use this platform for try me goal now for unite we as Sierra Leonean. Now we see halfway. We're not going to agree on everything, but we must learn for see halfway. For the betterment of we green, white, and blue. So when you try for muzzle her, you try for discourage her, for making her talk. Woman after God, inside the Holy Quran, it speak for Mama them 3 times before we papa them. We they endure so much pain. Even inside the political arena, we they see the abuse. If Miss Sylvia today, it come, go get one bad young man, when maybe 30 years younger, bonakuga. If that other man, he go take, it be say when a politician, he take the youngest woman, this man, he lock you see the young woman where he gets. There's a lot of sexism where they go through. It's painful. In and out, we stronger sex. And I suppose forgive with the encouragement. When in a see with strength, in a encourage we. Liberia make them before Sierra Leone. Meaning, Liberia gets the first female president. Some may appreciate her, some may not. For me, I appreciate her because it gives hope to people like me who get gal picking. To me, people like me as a single parent who don't raise 2 beautiful, promising young girls. where at the end of the day, they are our future. When you insult, you rain pain on any female in Sierra Leone, you also insult me picking them and every girl child in that nation. I do want to celebrate the First Lady, but I can only celebrate her when, as CMC, it call all, just like how you get to office, you have the right to for call all the women then, now every political party, you are the mother of the nation. You cannot sleep by your man at night where you not go say, darling, left this woman then. Woman then are we, like where Desmond Tutu say, I can always repeat this. If you want to see a successful country, we get for invest by woman then. One of the reasons why I respect the then president, one of the reasons, like I said, it's not perfect. It try to empower women in the administration. We see so many women then, we hold prestige position. He's not perfect, it gets in shortcoming, and I'm sure it learned from them. But the way and manner where we they see, then they drag we woman them. May 31st, 2019. Then drag we, then left we Bobby out. Then fire tear gas now we Bobby them. We Bobby left swollen. You not only abuse that woman, you abuse we all. You drag them back. You take them to Pademba Road. Would they pray for a better Sierra Leone? Hence the reason why I want to change Sierra Leone in the mind. For bring negative into positive. We celebrate. The then platform tell me say, after that incident, because the supporter of the current administration was upset because I called things by their name, by the then platform. They say I was not good enough to no longer do political shows. Make I do shows them where it be saying I like family show. I said my promise to Sierra Leonean, I go address every topic I feel need. Whether it's parental topic, family topic, religion topic, relationship topic, political topic. Because guess what? I came from a home where my dad told me that it was okay for now sit down and discuss with my dad. At the same time, I came from a home where I'm very humble and know how to be submissive when it comes to my partner. But when you tell, we say, we are not good enough to do political show, or we are not good enough for use with voice, for speak for the voiceless, you're only empowering us. So today, women of the Republic of Sierra Leone celebrate May 31st, 2020, the day designed for Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden and every woman who don't see pain in the Republic of Sierra Leone. If you cannot celebrate them because it not belong to the same political party, rest assured say, when the Ion political party come back again, you no go want neither inflict the pain where then they go through right now. Now that's make we try for break this vicious cycle. And we can only do so when we are sincere with the reality. Every time things happen, I do my very best for reach out to, and then they just go and conclude, and they reach out to the example of the disabled community. When they happen, I reach out. I get an interview with them. Then go back again, try to do another interview. You get so many attacks them. Why are we doing this? When somebody don't do wrong, now we call on to attention. Now you apologize because it's not about human being, it's about God. You get for answer to God. You apologize, you acknowledge, say you don't make mistake. But if we go, we try for cover with this and that, and not correct. If the innocent want them because of the affiliation and they be put in a tight corner, then the one day when they commit the crime, you look the example of Alata, they make a bold statement in the whole cutlass. When Alata been get attacked, I use this platform to condemn it. But at the same time again, when Arata they do wrong, we they use the same platform again for call to attention, say wrong is wrong. This SLPP now, this APCO, C4CO, they're all the same Sierra Leonean. And our brothers and sisters them. When we they take basic commodity to only this SLPP supporters them, or the member of the SLPP whose lesson or precedent what they try for, or legacy what they leave behind. If we're not able to forgive Sierra Leonean as a whole, why we for marginalize, or we for make certain Sierra Leonean feel that they are not belong, they are not part of the equation, they are not part of the green, white, and blue. A day will come where we all will go sit back. We think about what legacy we will leave behind. And the action of Sierra Leoneans will speak volume. On this platform, people then they say, oh, Dr. Samura, not for go this way, the then president, oh, enough for come out too much, this and that. I said to those people, who are we to say when they for come out, when they not for come out? Where Dr. Samura they come out? Now they tell people, they say, come, oh, can't cheer me. No. Sierra Leonean will gravitate to person where they like. In the example of, say, if they like the current president, where it come out, then go happy for him. And where it means Sierra Leonean, not only your supporter or the member of your political party, when you don't achieve, when you don't do good, you are going to be acknowledged. You're going to be welcomed by every Sierra Leonean, irrespective of their political party or affiliation. Then and then only, you go say to yourself, I have achieved. But if you come out, just to give that example, if you come out, it's only you political party members then that they cheer behind you, that they say the pie, you're okay, you're good, you're welcome. No man that one day. Nah, NGC, APC propaganda say this and that. No man, you they do fine. They lie to you, sir. I can always say it's never too late. Today, His Excellency the President, on behalf of all peace-loving Sierra Leonean, especially the women of Sierra Leone, I use this opportunity again for say to you, it's never too late. You still get 2 years for leave and make up for the other 2 years. For unite we as Sierra Leonean. For uplift we, embrace we as women. Celebrate with strength. I give an example of myself. I don't talk the talk, but I walk the walk. I fear God. And now God I worship. Me on job, it's like God they provide for me. You get a person where all man, because now they boss for everybody, an individual way they earn maybe, from what I understand, $250,000 to $300,000 a year. That na in your income. Many people that wouldn't see and they afraid they come with this and that. No, you want to give me a hard time? I go to an office, say you don't want to listen, sir? No problem. I'll get in touch with corporate. Big man with all man, they run, they afraid. That man humble himself and say sorry. From then I humble myself back again because I know say I'm a leader. I humble myself. I say no. He say, Khadija, what they say? They seem like for say they threat me. I say no, sir. That's not the case. I come in. I get an issue. I try for express myself. You know, they give me audience. I have no choice. You don't push me to the wall. So now I can do nothing else but for reach out to corporate. The minute where that man humble himself, he apologize. I remember saying I'm a servant of God. I remember say he is my leader, designed by God. I for respect him. So never you feel big because of the position where God give you, where He borrow you. Like I say, power belongs to one person, a God. When you make you people then happy, His Excellency the President, everything will shine for you. Everything will go smooth for you. And I don't mean say happy in terms of only limited to your political party or the supporters of your political party, I mean, happy for necessarily and they're happy for you. Where even your main opposition will sing and praise and say, wow, indeed he promised and he delivered. It's still not too late. It will start by the political prisoners. When you make the decision, say, in the example of Major retired Paulo, you say not and left the man, but you get other people then where they try for instigate you. In the example of this social media, we don't see the example where certain individual continue for do things where they use people words names them. In the example of the late Sheriff Keru, Honorable Sheriff Keru, then they wrongly accuse innocent lives. If even not to the arrest kill them, but mind you, if they say that person they get heart condition, you don't put up a worry, you don't put up a stress. In the case of Major retired Paulo, from me understanding, initially you say that the left hand. You get other people them. Anybody will say no left hand for this and that, they don't like you. Because that's not then the rule. This is your legacy. This is your legacy. In the example of Major retired Paulo in West, if you decide for start all over again, you release them people there. You say, we are sisters and brothers, we they make mistake. Sarah Lynn is bigger than we. Above all, God, they over we all. Motamango gets money, but it not guarantee a happiness. It not guarantee a heaven. Motamango they not get nothing, but he gets peace of mind. And God goes sorry for him until I gets heaven. Everything that is dunya and a lie and a deceit. Then nobody not tell you otherwise. If it means say 5 years is all that you can give to Salon, do them for the betterment and the peace and stability for Salon instead of pushing for more. This is not just humble suggestion. I speak here with the fairness of God. Nobody need to put word for me. I say they come and they deliver. In the case of Miss Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, Nati will take me days at the shed tears because it affects we as a nation, we as women. And not only her, like I say in the case of Satalamin, in the case of them small picking the old they say, grandpa, uncle, or whatever, they tamper with her. And they get a call now, answer this. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yeah, my name is Abubakar from Goa.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. I know say you don't listen. I know say you want to add to the topic. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, I want to tell you plenty thank you. We bring this issue so it's all from lights. It does you don't tell this issue so where they're gone. This woman also don't tell where they are arrested by Sierra Leone law and according to the law of Sierra Leone, right? Enough for past 72 hours if I don't charge you, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, the past 2 weeks away the old woman now. So if they get any tangible evidence against the woman, why not be charged earlier in the court? Pass people they speak on behalf of the woman, the international community, and everything before they even make that commitment with the court. You know, the country is just so sad. There is no equal justice in our country there. And the way they see things they go, I mean, it's like the present government, they go after the opposition, which, you know, good for a country, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You as a president, you as a government, I don't lay out on a manifesto for kind of change the country. As when I say, it's a new direction. But new direction continue for to go back to the old direction. So to me, not make any sense. If they get for charge you, when they charge you, man, they want to go to court, and when the procedure begin. But all China, me, I don't see any like a tangible evidence we don't present to the public or where people will feel say yes, there is a tangible reason. I mean, the only woman up to now or bail the woman out. Why you deny the woman bail and put her back in jail? You know, it's unfortunate. And even now, one of our young activists also, where they go arrest also boxing, he say a very young boy, we just they come up. They go hold the boy for no reason. Don't pass 72 hours. They were still in that jail. A very young boy, only 20 years old. Are you serious? Only 20 years old, you're up to now this time. You know? Yeah. And they go hold back Paulo Conte in wife back as well, which he do back, and they say nothing. They arrest people no more, arrest people no more. It's just so sad. And Dr. Sylvia Blyden, to me, if they get any tangible evidence against the woman, they bring a sham, People don't for say yes, this and this, so and I make all this from our support. They don't deprive of all the rights as a human being. It's just so sad we say we don't get independent as a nation, but yet we're not really independent either in terms of the law and everything. So, once again, we plead to the government, to let it, may grant the woman bill. If they get any evidence against them, make the procedure start, or else, good for the democracy, good for the image of Sierra Leone out there. So, I'm going to contribute and make the fast in the process. If they get any evidence against them, may the procedure begin.
Before you go, sir, I want to know you define what woman mean to you.
Wow, a woman is everything. Without woman, we never carry this for Trust me. Because, sacrifice. Woman there, now make they say like we papa like if you get money so papa get like 40% or the woman get 60 or 70%. Because women go through a lot. They are the embodiment of this of who we are as a man and as a human being. Without women in the household, that outside person are begging they see. Yes. They keep we intact. They're very strong and they're very hardworking, and they keep we safe. Definitely.
How do you feel where you get cases where they go on? In the example of Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, where it be say na a seasoned journalist, apart from her being politician, but it also gets a well-known newspaper where it be say it keep the public informed, and everybody in this world then gets their own point of view of anything. A part of a newspaper is still they take out on it, say as a Sierra Leonean, there are certain things where they happen where need me voice. You they get me? It don't mean say it mean any malice behind it. Many go look at it as that. While on the other hand, some people go look on the opposite. Waiting at your take on that, sir.
Yeah, if people that would look at the opposite, they just they're not partisan politician, the supporters. Really, anybody really bipartisan, you look at this issue, also you go for say all people are kind for doing that for just time for democracy, for sky for the voice for the people, and not the work. You cannot rule by intimidation. It has never worked anywhere in the world. And it will work in Sierra Leone. We don't fight for democracy. People don't die for this democracy in Sierra Leone. So you're not going to say people don't for oppose you, which is wrong. You have to have opposition.
Absolutely.
You see? Absolutely. So what you might care for, you might try to voice out your opinion on the wrongs we have in the country. If you see as a leader enough for challenge you, as a government enough for challenge you, so don't care for being the people there. They work. They get for criticize you. Even the Western world who do so, we don't get everything, but yes, people they criticize it. You didn't see the go arrest them for no reason like that. No, it doesn't work like that because the law they govern, the law they take its course. It doesn't matter who you be. Although it's not perfect, but it will work. You see? When the courts get for don't get a bill, for don't see a lawyer, for don't charge that courts, the procedure for don't start. But how in the world a woman, how many weeks now in that jail, man? Nothing, they get proper treatment, so much intimidation. So much intimidation. It's like we not get any woman who stand up and rally against this woman. So me just so we are the women's group, we are this human rights organization in Sierra Leone. Are they all mom? Like no one is picking up against this issue also? No one is picking up against the arbitrary arrest that happened in the country? People that arrest no more, we speak up against, we speak something against the government, they go arrest you on bogus charges there. Where are we living as a country? Where are we going to? Mm-hmm. We don't forget so sudden about the 11-year civil war we happen in our country. We don't forget. Now all the things that lead to a war within the country with justice all day. You see, it was a pure injustice when they meted out against Dr. Sylvia Blyden and Paulo Cotre and Moxie Cisse.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yes. I think you've said it all. I don't know if you want to add anything else. Then we'll continue. I also want to tell the audience, say, I see some people that may ask, you cannot able to read through the thread. Sorry. I see some people that may ask for number. I don't make it available. You're welcome to challenge. And like now make it clear again, this platform is for everyone. But please, when you call, we are here to agree to disagree in a peaceful manner. We need to fight, we need to argue, but do ya, and we're not allow any profanity now. So we can get to point across without to no cause. Even if you feel like waiting at a say or celebrating the life of or the strength of a woman like Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, you not agree with me, you're quite welcome for call, but please, no cause na so or begin make hala hala. Yeah? All right, Mr. Bangua, go ahead again. I don't know if you want to say anything else.
Yeah, but I can now that's no more. What to say for now? I might come on later on if I get anything for other.
Sound like a plan.
People are also organize everything here so far. Yes.
Sound like a plan, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So again, I'm gonna repeat the number periodically. For then I go able for get time for call for in our way they call. Make us see if I can able go through some of the comments them, so that way I go respond accordingly. And I saw the comments and they go so fast. So forgive me if I'm not going now. Okay, so Miss Foodie, they go bien and go up, yeah. Mr. Michael BOC, it say, what constitution did Ines abuse? If I may answer that, we all agree that the then president make the major mistake where he decide for let's go of a vice president. I hope say me question, you question, I don't answer him. So if it violates the constitution, that was what he did at that time. But again, we go back again to me prior statement saying that if we say that we are here to do better, we are also shying away from any mistake where the then government make. And we like hold on promise say we do better. That means say the expectation is different from the then government. Next, Mr. Lisman, I don't send the number. Make a send it again. If they ask for the number, feel free for call. Now just post again. If you at all call one number and I'll go through, kindly call the next one, yeah. Mr. Michael Coker, he say APC seems so angry. They still haven't accepted that they lost the election. So Mr. Michael, I want you use the platform again for now you give example of waiting you they say that they not accept say they lost the election. And when you they say angry, show the example of being angry. Because what we see now is angry supporters of the current administration, meaning that if then they go around and they beat person, if you say something, then they trace people, then waiting, then they contribute to certain platform them, then they take the number, then go they report them, or somebody go, it just can't talk crazy one on social media, say let them go attack Fatukumba, then the next minute you see them can't chain them, then can go. So who is there? How can you compare that kind of anger versus the one we did describe in terms of the All People's Congress supporters? So again, with the respect to your own statement, but please back them up with authentic evidence where you go give for say indeed your statements are accurate and on point. So thank you again. We appreciate you where you come and be part of the platform. Okay, Mr. Emmanuel Tamba Musa, intimidation. It's wrong for a woman to be in jail if she committed a crime. How many women are in jail in the Western world? Why people don't reason and think before they talk? Do not think before. Do you think she's above the? Hold on. Do you think she's above the law? The law. Okay, so I think your question is about intimidation. Is it wrong for a woman to be in jail? No one need to say it's wrong for a woman to be in jail, Mr. Emmanuel. So do you no try for quotes we what to not say? But when they put somebody in jail, make sure say you get valid reason. And then secondly, you also make sure say you justice be selected, or you dispensation a day in point in the example of waiting I present to the audience in this series of example where I give for backup misstatement. You understand? If the person like Josephine Jackson, it do what it do, and recently we get an audio where they surface social media where it is say also a journalist, you understand, say this journalist belong to another political party, and then go na the hold on please, then go na the state out and handle that journalist day. Then they also na an incitement and a word were enough for them bring and come for further investigation for say it don't threaten the life of a fellow Sierra Leonean. Just me a humble contribution to you comment. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yeah, good day, Khadija, and thank you for the very good job we do.
Yes,
and this is Patrick Foyer.
Mr. Foyer. Mr. Pato Pato.
Yeah.
You don't know, so today we'll get you back. Welcome.
Yeah, I want to put some feathers. I make a call actually for see, and which I will do for make some people vex. You know, then they actually go for dream me tonight. You know, but on a serious note, right?
Yeah.
If I don't say this to the today, all that go for do Sylvia Blyden.
Yeah.
It's me journalistic work and everything get for do with Sylvia Blyden. People who know they know. We go way back, and Sylvia Blyden basically teach me everything where I'm doing today.
Yeah.
And there was a point in time in our life where them they accused me, say me not Sylvia Blyden because we get the same way of putting piece them together and dispatch them together. So waiting matter be to do so right now, arrest this woman, you're locking at jail unnecessarily for no reason, based on the fact that she gave opinion, it's unnecessary.
I like what you say. For the one that way maybe not Yeriam, this now Mr. Pato Pato, where now Mr. Patrick Foyer. It said today if it give credit to anybody, we make him be a journalist today. The one way train him for be a journalist, it give credit to the woman where we celebrate today the life of Miss Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden. So it go beyond not only inspiring or motivating the female population, this now from a man point of view. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
And not only that, because me and Sylvia we don't get resourceful and humble, because which is expected in any professionalism or anything that they do. Anything we people don't pass through three in a crowd. Okay? But that being said, this woman is a professional. This woman is a trained doctor. He don't represent Salona different forums than we should be proud of them kind of people in the world in our country today. Irrespective of the fact says if the not like mother be you, na crime. We should not like mother be you, na crime.
I think so. That's a great point.
So
yeah, go ahead, sir.
So for me, what me they say is, if mother be you really want to be a leader in that country today, what you need to do right now is a blanket amnesty. Everybody get amnesty, especially the political prisoners. And also if you know you don't go cause trouble or them boy you go burn something and move. But if you're a political prisoner, a prisoner of conscience, we need blanket amnesty in a way. We need to ask for nothing else, nothing more, nothing less.
I like that. So
that's how it should be. And Sylvia Blyden, locking Sylvia Blyden as jail, you're making Sylvia Blyden to become the next female president in that country. Not words.
Right?
That's inevitable.
Yes.
Why persecute Sylvia Blyden because he's right?
Yeah. That's all.
Now they try to shift blame to Adebayo, to everybody, to Makoni James, to this. But people were calling for mob justice.
Yeah.
Are they held accountable? People are hold accountable? No, they're not.
Good.
Because now they get power, I guess. But anyway, Khadija, I want to take over your show. I love everybody that listen to me, and we all Sierra Leoneans. We're not going anywhere. We keep speaking up, and we'll keep speaking up. We'll keep speaking up until we're political prisoners and be free.
Wonderful.
And we cannot wait for the day where Sylvia Blyden will be free. We parade na freedom with a parade.
Oh.
Right under the nose of Mother Bio with a parade na freedom. And Sylvia Blyden, you're not going to look out forever. It's not possible.
Yeah.
The worst you can do an execution.
God not going to make it reach to that by God in power.
No, not just say if you reach that level, they wish and all that. I not say Mother Bio, that God level.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. If you feel for add any other thing, please feel free for call. I appreciate you. Welcome back. Because don't say you don't cancel for cause trouble.
Yeah, I just want to tell you the truth. So man need to relax and let people do what they want to be, man.
Yeah. I agree. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
God bless you.
Thank you, Khadija.
You're welcome. Thank you, sir. So that one day na be we Sefi on Salon Border where okay somebody else they call and please hold on. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Hello, Khadija. It's now Shet and Koila from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Yes, I know so you don't watch, eh?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Welcome to learn to the topic, sir.
So, on the issue of this lady, actually, I get interest.
Okay.
First of all,
1 second, sir. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yes.
Oh, I think say I will bring in a live soon, eh? And I will let for come live.
Yes, Ms. Khadija. No, but before we go live, I just want to make a brief synopsis. Just
okay, you want hold on, let me
commend you.
Oh, go ahead. Okay, we'll finish before Mr. Sila come back. Go ahead, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I just want to commend you for this wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
which
you,
is
sir.
very necessary.
Yeah.
It's disheartening. It's disappointing for every Sierra Leone for bowing head down. Every man, every Sierra Leone right now for bowing their head down because of this blatant abuse. When they abuse this Sierra Leonean asset, this woman in the name of Sylvia Olayinka Blyden. I don't change my profile picture.
Yeah.
As with your face until they release her before I change and now the way that they so be the protest for her.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
The woman now an asset na that country the way this just they expose this current dispensation with the way they call this powerful government. Now it disgrace is shame. Just like what the previous caller said. This woman is the next president of that country. Either they like it or not. They just endorsed it. The woman, the jailer right now, they just endorsed it. The woman is an asset. She is a reservoir of knowledge in that country. I know they admire the woman, they grit in confidence,
yes.
in fearlessness to
yes.
talk to power.
Confidence is sexy.
She's confident. She is the next president of that country. Yeah. It's undisputable. This is just a sign. So I don't want to go further. I just want to express my appreciation for you for the way you cover this topic tonight. It's really an honor, for the way you cover this. This just shows how hypocrisy in the Sierra Leone society is. You just stand out. This makes you stand out from the many, make you very unique in your presentation. So I'm not going to take your time. I therefore can express emotion and feeling about this woman.
I will send you all the information and you will come on in a little bit, yeah?
Okay, dear.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. So this is now one of the executive member. We call in for basically give in take about Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden. Thank you, sir. And I will try for get and soon. We all join voice on live in a little bit on a video. Sorry, sir, Mr. Yila. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So the same thing I just want for comment about this lady Sylvia Olayinka Blyden. Now, woman we I come to know 2015 or 16. I'm not too sure. July, it be there June to July. Say July 1st now we'll get to Canada Day. It been there with we on one of those here.
Yeah.
He come on government visit, but the way I see that woman, he get passion that time.
Yeah.
The Ebola don't stroke na the country.
Yeah.
And the woman that will come put on to, we clearly say we're in trouble. Something wrong na the country, but it not be done wrong the country yet.
Yeah.
So we take them and it been bring a letter because we been donate medical equipment from here. We worth over $90,000. So the government writes a thank you letter for come see the community in Winnipeg. So he come with this thing, they will take another place, we were out. I showed the woman and the people, they accept the letter and they give, ask the baby if he wants any other thing. Then the people, they not pay shipment for you. And then they will be kept and go to Sierra Leone. And the problem of Sierra Leone ask for help. The man will go for present the container. They take the container and come out. Think we go for go give for free.
Mm-hmm.
Now the country for pay for come back.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we come for apologize for all the things and we take a place, the people that welcome him. And it's so passionate, they say what you want. He asks only for face masks and gown, all things that we concerned about the Ebola. And I've been one of in driver, wait for driver before they come because we don't put everything in plan. People that took action for drive the lady are not able to get a turn.
Yeah.
Not too for being driver, the way it's so nice, and I get girl picking them, I get more girl picking them. If I see that they treat women like this, I'm afraid for them because they giving picking them higher education for making them to team up tomorrow. I don't encourage them for do wrong. If that woman do wrong, like putting other people in the right, me not go say, but we get starting respect as a Muslim for women. Where you get for take time how you deal with them because they're weak. Why make God say Atawamuna ala nisa? The man gets power over the you not a protector because they not get power. They not get physical power. Then give physical power to your wife, your mama, your sister for let you protect them physically. Then women are people that would challenge issue. I remember Umar, one of the strong the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. God mentioned and for about women, is it Allah ta'amana to whom be printer or be dinar? People talk about married. I like you marry woman trillion. As far you get the ability, now that's God meant printer na the. He said, but I like you marry that $. If not so you be, it's okay. Out of the married, he want to try for make a link of marriage. A woman stand, he say, yeah, Umar, he say, you lie. He say, if you limit the number, the amount of marriage, why God say, Allah ta'ala, that means, he say, why God mentioned that? Quran. Umar put down and stand again, he say, the Amir is lying. He say, Amir don't lie, the woman right. Imagine, he don't power pass the president, any president of Sierra Leone. Now, Amir Muminin. Whose leader today would give that example? The man stand, he say, the Amir lie, the leader lie. He say, Madam, you right. He say, I go out of that topic. Sorry, he say, the passion not there for people that will not get, try to make themselves the way they not be, now in lead me to. So that's don't show you say, women then are people that hold a talent issue. In fact, I believe the man they not get mind because now no nonsense man when you about the Khulafa Rashidin, the 4 companions of the Prophet, look Umar, look Ali, they know they take their best. But if the woman don't look to that, it's challenge them. That's made today nobody can limit out the amount of somebody we make you married. It's up to her. Because what they even in the trillion. So if a woman come in a top food, And if you think before it came to the then government, we used to challenge it, and it did not even the APC, the president. Well, you don't get time for that. And look, when you say for empire and power use them, what did that Muslim want to do? What is the issue of the Muslim boy? What you get into meeting? They're not on the way to prepare them, get people there, not to go to most power, let people that not what they want. Because you punish one woman, you know how many thousands of women what they feel even now for top now the country. That's not right. If the woman do wrong, I don't get problem with that. If we go against the law, it's okay. But you keep the woman, you know, care. And I mentioned to you today earlier, they shut the whole mouth of the woman. You meet a picture of the president. He said that before every day. You know, I want the SLP, even the supporter, let them be careful because you're not going to an opposition. You oppose all along. Then when you come to power, instead you bring ideas together. For let you do the right thing, for let you do the left, for let you let everything. Then you stand again for opposed opposition. You not opposition. Imagine the NGC time them look for Alpha side them and other people who they did. Whether they put much part everything, push everything executive out of the world, around the world, go after them. Neither a minister or anybody respond to them. They give them free flow for them their own. And he reached a point and first I do threaten, go with or this Sylvia Blyden and Jericho go. The next thing are the first people who go welcome him. The video be there. He say, welcome to the society. We just come for welcome. Anybody be hold on for all of the advertising today. So this is a good example will be the SLP supporter. But you know, then they harm the party. No. Because if they tell you president, let's do bad, let's do this. You know what you all have that time when they swear at him as a president. The day when they swear you don't have to think. You don't talk them. How would they go them to this position will go how you will be. So now this are what they commend you program and they support you the day what you make for let it be the Olayinka Blyden day. Me, I will be one of these supporters who you put me say because we in Canada that day, he made sure the entire community that will go down to even the least begin. He take a picture with her. And we've been so encouraged trip. And he thinks the way that take her for Ebola, he afraid them with their Canada. You know, even he said I don't get time for shipping anymore. He said I have to fly with them. And I mean, a part of the people who be at the warehouse, they will load the stuff to take them to Air Canada. And it is not take out, if we stand them to the president, not for APC, but not only the Ebola attack. The APC run over all the people there. And the woman that told me, go inside the Ebola start, we can find out, say, is that. When they start quarantine, they send the ambulance, the people that stop them to car, they want to kill them for let them reduce them.
Yeah. Thank you. And also, so what you go do, sir? You can even I go send you the code now. You go log in. You can join with live, yeah. Because Mr. Mohammed said don't come, so you can check and then you can join with live, yeah.
No problem.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I welcome back. Mr. Mohammed don't join we, so I want to know you go ahead and give your own take on this before we continue further. Thank you. Welcome for your time, sir. I think say you check your device is on mute. Check the volume. Okay. Check again. Okay. Yeah, go ahead now.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, like I say earlier, this is so passionate. You know, this is very very wrong. This just they expose this current administration to how empty and vicious and vindictive they are. For them, they get so jittery and because they get so intimidated by this powerful woman. You know, this just to show how responsible. Seriously, Miss Khadija, I was so appalled. I was so disappointed. You know, the kind really cool and the kind see what this woman go through, what they put this woman through, this woman of substance. First of all, I just want to express my admiration what gets about this woman.
Mm-hmm.
This woman, she has a grit. She have a confidence.
Mm-hmm.
She's an intellect. She's an asset for that country.
Mm-hmm.
I wish every other Sierra Leonean for him for speak to power with that kind of confidence
Mm-hmm.
where Sylvia Olayinka Blyden gets. Like for let a difference to like today. The woman know the issue. He know what it entails in good governance. He know about Sierra Leone. He know about the Sierra Leonean politics. She is a threat to this current regime. But you know, Sierra Leone is a society where very bend with full of bent people, hypocrite people, and people that we know we lack empathy. You know, people that we very selfish. If anything not happen to them, they don't care. This woman gets all the rights for cut back my salon. He gets citizenship. You don't establish himself outside of Sierra Leone. She's well known, you know, but she decided to come for can face the power for clear himself. Imagine the kind the section the way that woman they get for that special that crazy court with the open. How the woman they defend himself, how accurate and eloquent the woman is. He will exonerate herself. That was the it for be every Sierra Leone for be proud of that kind of surviving. When willing for face, you know, this power the I don't know how you call it, the great team. The slaughter, yeah, they face them, they face him, they go and defend himself, he exonerates himself. I was so proud of her. You know, they just see the woman like a threat. The woman not incite anything. He just tell them exactly what they need for do if ever they get any good intention of fight this COVID-19. And he exposed everything out there. Look at the blunder upon blunder upon blunder. When up to these days they occur, they still embarrassed from that AYB interview where go embarrassed one administration. They feel so embarrassed from that day. They just feel intimidated by this woman. They want for all you can wait for eliminate her. But I woman we very unique. Trust me. This one they don't do so and so. They just don't endorse her. Trust me, Miss Khadija. She is gonna be the next president of that country.
Mm-hmm.
If the APC want to succeed for the next election, Sylvia Blyden should lead that party. Sylvia Blyden not proven times without number. You don't talk to power to an Escoma. Now be fear. Now one of the worst critic. He need a afraid. Even when we an Escoma accept her, we do him as a special advisor to her. If we go the way not see something will work well. He talk through to them. He abdicates in power we get. He left them. If he still not stop and for oppose what to the right thing. It's a disgrace to that country. When
Yes.
I dey see woman the day when
Kindly
they talk
hold,
about other
please hold.
things before when they arrest this man, nothing else sweet me.
Mm.
I check my profile picture because I owe her.
Yeah.
Me, I owe anybody who stand up for two when at the right spot. I don't care what you get possible Dr. Sylvia Blyden, but she is an asset. She's seasoned. She's different. She's unique.
Okay.
She's confident, she's fearless. So I changed my profile picture until they release her before I change my profile picture. The hypocrisy too much in that country. For them to allow people with that kind of substance, even when the APC with them get they trust with the NRM. When you oppose the APC until they call them in, they correct what they for correct. Even if you for something, the woman is so seasoned in any shape or form, in any class. So this I don't know, I'm just so
Sure.
passionate
I
about
know.
that.
We just get another call. Salon for All, Voice for All. Kindly identify yourself, please.
It's really so sad, man.
Yes, Salon for All. Oh, I think so. I don't accidentally. Let's see. Would have been the call. Oh, sorry. Oh, I think you don't hang up. Nah, just call him back quick. Yeah. Before we get back
It's
to the
okay.
top. Yes, sir. Welcome back, sir. Right. I know say you want to add more. Welcome back.
Yeah, and the guy you co-host.
Yes.
If I'm in the studio for don't so sad, the ones are up and down at the street right now. Yeah, because now this we need manpower then for stadium woman them and tell woman and say the necessary in the society, the relevance. Right now if I be there around a man, I don't total and head would be going parade. Therefore, that's creating the happiness with the parade for Sylvia Blyden.
Yeah.
Okay. The government is creating Sylvia Blyden not even ask for lawyer. He say they go represent himself.
Sure.
These are dictionary in the working. These are dictionary. Human are dictionary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the go when they come on and that they hadn't call and that the commission of whatever they do that like live inquiry.
Yeah.
Sylvia Blyden, if fire lawyer, he hire himself.
Yes.
But if fire lawyer, he hire himself. You see trouble, then begin run.
Yes.
Now make you don't tell and say, me I know one lawyer who make lawyer go represent himself and say no. Then begin come with all kinds of flimsy charges. What thing Sylvia don't do, apart from that last interview when my brother be related to AYD, we disgrace the government. It tell them how they really do their job in terms of fighting the pandemic or the corona thing where they go on right now comes to so. So you not do anything where other people don't do or talk about. We not experts them. We see them are experts, it give an expert's opinion.
Exactly.
So we start the big up and down what people they go about. And make me I cannot wait for the speech of Blyden. Hey Papa God.
Yeah.
With the parade now, free song, with the match up and down and then village them. With the go all sides, with the tell the people they say don't free Sylvia Blyden for waiting because they see no like Mother Bio. Now by force for like Mother Bio.
Yeah, I think
now by force for like Mother Bio. Me I not like Mother Bio now by force. The brother, hey, if I be doing here for only I5 for you do a very good job and we need man and must stand up for woman them because the human rights organization them, the religious bodies them, everything don't just break down. Nobody needs to talk nothing. They always win.
So Mr. Pato, yes, now that's our land on. Like I can say before they say then they talk, but when you look back, I can clearly recall another audio with a strong voice when I'm in namesake where they do very well as well on the journalism when it comes to any politician where they go na they show where instead na name Khadija, it can put them to the test. You understand? Run for your money type of attitude. At the end of the day, I remember I can clearly recall where I get one of the how you call them strong member of this current administration where it basically be they suggest say this person na the main opposition they come up from or whatever so on and so forth because not succumb to for say no ask the strong question them the tough question them. So if you look and then so if you look and at the end of the day, them I understand see them go even target time, then destroy in car or whatever the case may be. So to a certain extent, it's so right unfortunate. We can only blame them so much because then life is in jeopardy. And if we say
exactly, you just made my point in a kind of way where I mean we kind of get leeway and traffic and license for do what they do so and talk about what they talk so because they're out here.
Yes.
And the SFP government don't go to explain that no media house not function again independently in that country.
Unfortunately.
So what should they do so right now, even from the source system, people are afraid for even talk to you sometimes.
Yes.
Because your phone will be confiscated, and you will be harassed, and they find out which way they communicate. So
absolutely,
they make it very difficult. So we out here for do we job as journalists.
Wonderful.
So now we are the only defense right now with between the Salon government and the Salon people. Who they out here?
I agree.
And then basically they go around and tarnish your name, talk about family, then talk about picking them, say with the cost, with the this, with the that. I mean, if you don't push somebody so much, what you expect if it costs, tell God thank you. At least you're not going gone.
Yeah, I agree. So like what they say, one of the
this is what they're doing. The media is being muscled in our salon.
I absolutely agree. One of the individual them we will celebrate too on May 31st. Now the two female journalists them would then go in the presence of the president, would then get into kick one box. You understand, at stadium. So all this is the reason, hence the reason why we for stand up as female and cheer and celebrate the strength of another woman without feeling intimidated, without feeling inferior, but rather feel blessed.
Miss Khadija, Miss Khadija, I'm not cut you word.
Yeah.
And after that incident at stadium, you know what she then do? Then replace their cell phone. What about their mental health?
Yeah.
These people are traumatized.
Yeah.
You go there and vandalize them, abuse them. They were traumatized.
Absolutely.
You don't even compensate them based on that particular fact. You never care they go for treatment.
Yes.
Then we're going to old school vex for them, picking them based on the particular issue they suffer for.
Yes.
We're going to old school vex for them boyfriend, whatever it is, married, whatever it is, job. They will give them phone.
So I want, if you want come in, I will send you the code now. You will come in live. Now bring we other panelists them. We don't join we, but feel free. I will send you the code live. For now you come in. Yes, sir.
Okay, I appreciate you, man.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you. So I want now we wonderful panelists then introduce themselves. But before that, I want to say a big congratulations to me, darling brother, cousin. We get an addition to the family, and it decided for join this sensitive topic today. Obviously, the man and self don't team up for embrace we as women. So Mr. Kale coming first before I bring Shekila. Because you don't get chance for coming yet. So come in, bro. Welcome and congratulations to you and the woman.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You clear, right?
Yes, there. You're fine.
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate everything you're doing. And, I encourage everybody, all the guests, to speak up. Do it in a sensitive, in a positive way.
Yeah.
So that they don't have an excuse to say that you're inciting or doing anything.
Yes.
We're Salonians first, and I pray that some of our people understand what it means to be a Salonian, what it means to be patriotic.
Yes.
When patriotic and means that you speak in truth to power is the way we move forward.
Absolutely.
No matter who is in party, what affiliation you are, you have to speak truth to power.
I agree.
And people who wants the country to go forward, the first thing they're going to do is speak truth to power.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are going on in our country that we're not going to be happy about because we love our country dearly.
I agree.
Like I said, the only difference that should be between these parties is the ideals and idea of how to move government forward.
Yeah.
It's not the hatred. It's not the religion that we put upon these parties. It's human beings first.
Yeah.
And I think once government and people come and see and realize that is, when you become a president, it's about your legacy. And I say this from the jump. Nobody has, a majority of people don't have a hateful towards Mara. Maybe some people have personal that have issues with them in the past, but we believe that God gives you a second chance to do something and add to your legacy so people can forget about what happened, back then in Sierra Leone.
Absolutely.
That should be the goal of this government. But again, it seemed that, the only way these people know how to rule is to divide people and fear people and use hate. And it's sad. I just want to send a message to Sylvia Blyden that we're with you. We support you. We're there with you. Stay strong. Be positive. Understand that we're going to see you through. At the end of the day, you're going to have the last laugh. At the end of the day, you're going to benefit from all this that you're going through. And not just you. We as Sierra Leoneans are going to benefit. And it's not just going to be just people in APC. It's going to be people from everywhere, just Sierra Leoneans, period. And that's what hurts me so much, to see that people in the SFPB, that, women, just because of this party that are, that are saying negative things, that are pushing this government. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible for Sierra Leoneans.
Absolutely.
We're 7 and some million people, and we can't seem to get along. Why? Because we let leaders, drum up and bring division among us. Sylvia Blyden, we're with you. We're praying for you every day. We pray.
Yes.
We don't pray that you coward. We pray that God give you strength to continue doing what you're doing. That's what we're praying for.
Well
Stay
said.
strong.
Well
Because, again, I'm appealing to all the women out there. Understand, to the men, to President Bio, a nation that isn't taking and power as women, it's a nation that's going to fail.
Absolutely.
It's a nation that's going to fail.
I agree.
A nation that doesn't empower its women, it's a nation that's going to fail.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, what we're preaching is to help our women. We want strong women. We want to develop strong women who can become leaders. And that's what she is. We live in a world where, we're entitled to our opinion. We're entitled to express how we feel. That's the God-given rights. That's what human rights is about. Human rights is not about, just wanting to hear what people positive and people real. And this is not North Korea. If that's the case, Sierra Leone should be a republic. There's a reason why Sierra Leone is the Republic of Sierra Leone. It's the reason why we say unity, justice, and peace.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the reason why we say that unity. You can't have freedom if you don't have unity.
Yes.
And that's why I said that's the first thing that these governments should be working towards, is bringing people together, because we have all great minds in that country.
Absolutely.
It's time to unite. Once you become president of a country, you're no longer president of a party. You're president of a country.
Yes.
You're serving everybody, regardless if they vote for you or not.
Yes.
So we're definitely here, and I'm very, I'm very distraught about it. But just knowing that she's doing, she's holding up, and just know that at the end of the day, she's going to get justice, because we're living in a century where nothing goes for free at all.
Yeah.
We got tons of guys. We got tons of people that are lawyers. We got tons of people that the human rights in other countries, because I know the human rights in our country is no longer functioning.
Absolutely.
It's no longer functioning, because if it is functioning, there's no reason why this lady would be in prison without being charged and just frivolously, just accusation of just anything, just because of what she's saying.
Yes.
Well, we should be happy about that.
Yes.
But the thing about being a leader is to accept when people don't agree with you.
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, that's what makes you a great leader.
Yes.
You don't want a bunch of yes men.
Yes.
You have a bunch of yes men on you, you're never going to be successful.
Yes.
I've learned this in all my entire life.
Yes.
I've had opportunity to work from college football to NFL football, where I sit with coaches and say, how do you put together a team? How do you become successful?
Yes.
One thing they always tell me is bring people who think different from you, because you get it inside of everybody. And that's what this government has to understand. And Ms. Sylvia Blyden, understand we're with you. You're a strong woman. Like I said, I continue to pray to God to give you the strength to continue doing what you're doing. Yes. Because what you're doing is you're empowering the next generation of women. They're looking at you. Yes. They're looking at you, they're watching you, and they're with you. Our hearts are with you. To this family, to the family of them, we're with you also. Understand that we're here for you. We're speaking out. We're not going to stay silent. And I don't encourage anybody to stay silent, because those who are saying silence, you're just as worse as the people committing the crime. Refuse to stay silent. We're not saying do anything or go out there and be negative. What we're saying is continue to preach out, because, at the end of the day, they will hear us. The world is going to hear us. The world is going to hear us. It's just a matter of time. And it's a time where it's, during the corona pandemic, it's taking a lot longer. But you know what? We got to work twice as hard. Even through pandemic time, justice still has to be here. And that's in every single nation. No matter what nation it is, no matter even time when countries like America was going through civil war, they still had justice. You still had people who had the right moral, who held the moral that people should always be treated. That's our human rights. Sierra Leone, you're a republic. You're a republic. There's a reason why it's called Republic of Sierra Leone. It's not a monarch. We're no longer a monarch. We're a republic where we have 3 branches of government. And each branch has its own equal power. Where there should be checks and balance. Where there's no checks and balance, guess what? It's a failed society.
Yeah.
And I don't care how much hard you rule, at the end of the day, power is going to leave you. And at the end of the day, your legacy, you will have to accountable for what you've done.
Absolutely.
You have to accountable for us and also later in front of your maker. So understand this, and a lot of people that are ginning people up, that are speaking hate, stop the hate. We are human beings. We're Syrians.
Yes.
Stop the hate. We don't hate you because you're SF people, or because you're mandate, because you're Timney.
Yes.
We are one people.
Yes.
Understand? And we're one people. One people against one Syrian. It affects us all.
Absolutely.
Understand that we're one people. It's, you know, whether you're a mandate or Timney, that's just your culture. You do things different. But understand, you have the same heartbeat that we have. You're born in the same soil. That red soil is different. It's time for us to be positive and stop being negative and tearing each other down. Speak up for this lady. You don't have to be APC. Because at the end of the day, in 10 years from now, it could be your daughter. Because if this cycle doesn't change, it happens over and over again. It happens over and over again. I'm sorry to be going on, but I just want y'all to feel my passion. I want y'all to feel what I'm feeling. Feel the hurt that's hurting. Not only for Sylvia Blyden, but for also our country. We are hurting. We all should be hurting because of this. And I want President to hear us how we are hurt. Your citizens, your people are crying. Syrians are crying. Every day that she stays in that prison.
No, man.
Crying. We're taking a step backward. It's time for us to move forward. It's time for us to move forward.
I agree.
And the way we move forward is to make sure that everybody has the God-given human rights. Everybody has it. Everybody has it. And that's what we're working forward to. I'm sorry to be so passionate about it, but you know, it really touches me. And I'm glad I got to. And I want this to reach Sylvia Blyden and say that you do have people that understand that are supporting you.
Oh. Thanks, man.
You know what? It is quite okay. Only a true human being gets passionate and show their emotion, and I respect you. I salute you. You speak like a true patriotic Sierra Leonean, and we make an emphasis, say, whether it's NGC, C4C, APC, then come, then say the goal is for just to take the opposition, woman them, or the man them for just put in a cell. We will continue for use our voice for speak on the truth. You understand? Because we get no fear or favor, or we need to look for anything political, say appointments, but they look for God in reward. And the bottom line is that we look that's for say every Sierra Leonean, like become a millionaire, but now you get your peace of mind. Now you're able to move from point A to point B, not feel intimidated, not feel like for say you wear the wrong color, then will beat you and treat you funny, or if you say certain things to them, you listen to certain individual, you go be attacked or you go be put in a tight corner. Everybody feel free. Now bring Mr. Ila come in. Thank you for your patience, sir. Mr. Kale, well stated, great Bor. Come in, sir. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Thank you so much, Khadija.
Welcome,
first of all, I want to welcome you again. I did do this on behalf of my daughter, we actually like you. Like you, the way you dress, like you show, Aja Mariam, yes. And I always want to get your program because I send the link to Ram. And even this Friday, it show closed, then he still say, I show me friend. So, and I get two of my daughter, we want to do mass communication, the 1 day bound completing subject if he able to see it was because he able to get the complete grade, then a receipt back for getting complete for do mass communication. The other one back who don't just sit back and say want to do mass communication. So all the one and they are a coach them. I say, hey, do mass communication, you therefore be bold, for life. I say, you know that? I start for coach them because now they're choice. And I know one see tomorrow, even I don't die, I know one hear it tomorrow, see they don't put them in jail because of them talk. And other persons say, like, what you address, APC no one realize, say they don't fail. The SLPP themselves, they no one help themselves. How somebody they feel say, lose the power. It don't give you all the power. Now you get the police, now you get the army, now you get the state house, now you get this. You they drive around, you they do everything, nobody no block you. Is that fit? But just because they want talk, they want be opposition, good double role. I'm telling you the truth, you therefore be to your position. Focus to what you want to do. Anybody who afraid opposition, you afraid for opposition, you they fail. You therefore able to stand, you listen like waiting and it's by Kurumasi. He says some words then they're horrible, some words then disrespectful. He said, but now that we don't care, now that will they pay for democracy. And with democracy too young, the leaders they therefore pay price. Because things that would they happen today, and now them facilitate that. Me, I want to tell them categorically. If you remember after the intervention where they overthrown the SLPP, then bring the 98.1 na Luke, Aliyu Bangura, Anafula, Julius Spencer, then kill so many people by them propaganda. Even they bomb them where they come, Namabela, they land, then they talk something else. We then at the floor. Chief Abu Black, Sakuma, na businessman. Hey, Johnny Paul go sleep today to Sakuma. Johnny Paul, when the Ecomoc they enter, them burn that guy. Sakuma na Eastern police they burn.
See?
Life would tires because of the propaganda where the 90 and them people here they do. But would I hold them? Then they alive still. See? Julius Spencer, Aliyu Bangura, and Afula wisdom the Erini. And then Alunke they say something else to foreigners them. Then they destroy the country. We will get one small ship that they call Napetco, where they bring crude oil, where they get a refinery. Now the Ecomoc they fire them. They say the rebel, then they take this, then they take the boat, then they do this, then fire them. If you see Sierra Leone, they go down today, so then they say, oh, APC not do nothing. Me, I don't want to talk for the APC, I talk for Sierra Leone, but the destruction, where they don't cause, now the country.
Yes.
So then therefore think into that, and we therefore remind them, let them know, say, now then the social media, now then begin for use them to their own benefit. Then it come now to Anesh by Kuruma. Would I not read that and the country actually not be no we more than this diaspora would not know read the money cost would don't give Anesh by Kuruma. Say somebody trail the na London trail that woman, then get in picture. The advice I let no expose her because of in family. Then people are them threatening them propaganda don't make me right now me heart in boil. What are they but some things they want no one man they call himself 5-star general. Why they didn't talk to them? They may ask they beat me people and they back home. Yes. They say they give the government ultimatum. When they go back to USA will come out.
They got pushed down
We will save. We uncle them, we auntie them, then they will save if any problem come.
Yeah, exactly. And they got pushed and far.
So all this because of this intimidation. Huh? Then we see people, then they come out, say, then they go send Adebayo. If you remember the reign of Alpha Saidu can go back to the American embassy, attend meeting, after all the point talk the way they talk. Without trailer, Ibrahim NGC, this Kutubu, tell today, now this I can tell you about Kutubu. When they do now your program, they talk something fine. Without Kutubu, when they go after the lawyer, huh? That we don't happen. He said the lawyer is not supposed to represent that man. Now in professor, then why you get attorney general? Why you get the judge? If the man do something wrong, now you they come again at the social media. I say this guy not get Dr. Ablaye content. He says something nonsense about the man. Anybody who stand for defense somebody, then they go after him. Then when he come to the program, he behave like a Alaji, like a professor. Yes. Yes, I've been telling you now one program. Why listen now on the you not the ruling party. Now you party bring the man to court. Then a lawyer go. If the attorney generals say he get the merit of waiting the lawyer, now they don't practitioners right. If that man say they prove or wrong, left hand with the judge. You try for bring something where they help the government. I stand by you. I stand by Sylvia Blyden. As I know, she's a strong woman. She's hardworking. And no other lady can not sleep from morning to night. Any side where he sees something for good talk about Sierra Leone, it will go there. Let I tell you one fact. One day they post them people that day. During the Ebola, these SLP in identification destroy themselves. They don't write letter during the Ebola issue where the young man come and say that money they nobody know them prosecute the government of an experiment to the 3 level of government in Canada. How then and thief then are corrupt. Let Canada not get nothing for the wood Sierra Leone. If you can imagine Canada when I giving a country, the representative then go to Sierra Leone, they do everything. They left Sierra Leone, they not left penny. I imagine I say, oh, maybe them people are the letters they wouldn't write. Now who's out there? To the federal government, to the provincial government, to the municipal government. And they make those letters be available to you. They don't do them.
Wow.
Now they don't come into government. I doubt if Canada will give them nothing. Their letters, they then file them. Now all level of government. If you can think of the case of Paulo Conte, I don't work now a security front line. I don't do ACG, ACO, for look then camera here. If you want to do justice, all the difficult they work na airport, all the difficult issues that will happen, right away then they rush to the CC camera. As far you bring the date and time, you punch them, the issue they come right away. If they want to give the man justice, then say the man refuse, then therefore, but they not arrest the man the moment to, because if somebody try for brush with a weapon to the president, you go left and let you walk out now that place by himself.
No.
You don't go left hand because you don't breach security. So, but then left hand, he don't go. Then they call and CID, the left hand back he go. Now the case don't go to court. The lawyer don't request for the CC camera. Why you not bring the camera? Let you know if you really want to do justice. All issues where they happen, who side CC camera, the first evidence so then they look for before they charge the person, the police therefore don't able to access the camera before they give the man charge if not treason or not. Some then they keep recording for 3 months, some for 6 months before he delete. And even if he delete, the experts then they will retrieve from back, forget them. Even at the IRS apartment today, why make Boku criminal acts they happen there? Then they able to apprehend the people them now through the CC camera. If you really want to do justice, this don't make the country don't scare him. For we what they have for make you think about going to Israel, I'm not sure. Because now inside Lunke then they begin for attack you like we what they give you name. Because I'm not sure what they say it not to lie. And they hide me name or me identity or any side which are they. We want Israel Leone be a good country for everybody, citizen, foreigner, for can do investments. Now today, investor not get mine for Ghana and Sierra Leone because of what did happen. And if you what did happen, the people who they outside not get much for talk, who they inside they talk, who they out they talk. So now this I get.
Thank you so much, sir. I think you made your point very clear. Thank you, sir. Make I bring Mr. Kamara again before I bring Mr. Calais. Mr. Sise, sorry. Mr. Sise, come on in, sir.
Yeah, me not concerned here, Miss Khadija, about this unlawful arrest, especially this woman. I stand for Sylvia Olayinka Blyden because she is an example for every Sierra Leonean. She is an example. She had the opportunity not to come to Sierra Leone when she was accused of being corrupt, but she came willingly and she represented herself. She defended herself. She exonerated herself. So for that, I get special respect for this woman. Seriously, this is an eyesore. It is disgraceful. It just shows how low this present administration be. They feel so intimidated by this woman. I'm so pissed. I'm so disappointed. Not only Dr. Sylvia again, even Paulo West. She's also they just take advantage over the innocent people there just for make a point or for intimate. And you get women groups there within a salon. The salon woman they need to say anything. Now, one of the problems is where we get as a country, as a people, we not get empathy for ourselves. As long as anything not happen to we are very hypocrite. Then there, if we don't get a cause of women group, women they wait for Tina, wait for condemn this unlawful detention and this humiliation with this woman they go through. Every woman we sincere enough as alone. And for don't stand and say something against the arrest and harassment of this woman and the embarrassment they put this woman through. You know, it's very, very it's disappointing, seriously.
So what thing I think say yes, sir. What thing I think say in terms of because I can always say then also feel say like their life they in jeopardy. But the person what me go believe say at the end of the day we get big influence on we partner. At where you the rest now next way it be say it in a good mood you can say darling I believe say not to the right way you will take this because you know woman you don't carry became 9 months now you belay you for no better so
yeah that woman did not get any substance if not that before she have no substance you didn't think lot of people are mature lot of people are able to decipher between wrong and good you know. Now people it's just unfortunate the kind of people that will get right now with the man the affairs of the country. If the country day nobody will speak up, with the end for a doom, we need for it's about time that each and every Israeli get out of their cocoon and say something when they go wrong in the country. You know when say pass you be you famul or you be somebody personal before you stand up and say something. We need for stand up. Every wrong for one man is wrong for everybody.
Yes.
We need for stand up and say truth to power.
Yes.
You know matter if
no say one coming 1 second.
or you famul or this or you party. Me what they talk from any position of party or this and they talk of no. Sylvia Blyden was even this way this after we go opposition he opposed them. Now the first woman this way ever succeed for being member of the NAC. Not for weekend twingo. Sylvia Blyden is a stakeholder in APC. Now the only woman this way succeed because he challenged her with their own constitution.
Yes.
He challenged her.
Yes.
They get no chance when they get past they include her in the NAC, the highest body when they make decisions for people to come in there. So the woman is amazing.
So I'm glad when you re-echo Dandy. That's one of the strength way they celebrate.
Only first woman we don't succeed.
Yes, because yes, the reason being yes.
He forced them. He forced He forced them. So the woman is an asset for that country.
Absolutely.
You know everything. Not like this, they dumb people are right now. We don't know issue. They don't even know what the country need. They know they go with the flow. There are people that they know issue. You know exactly what is along the top of and you know the remedy. if they get the chance.
Yes.
You know, so you can just endorse her. I'm telling you again.
Your screen don't go dark.
Sylvia Blyden has just been endorsed to be
Yeah.
the next president of Sierra Leone.
You screen don't go dark, Mr. Cisse. Okay,
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now they hear you. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like how they say, I want with Mr. Kali, I know say one come in. One thing where you say what I like, where I say stated earlier, is the beauty in her in the sense that it not only they look at things on a partisan but also as a patriotic, where she feel the need for challenge in your fellow comrade them, whether it has to be the same political party, the challenges. So it's that strength within itself. Mr. Kale, come in. I know say you want to say something.
Yeah. The thing is that is a strong woman. That ain't what I want empower woman then.
Yes.
We need strong women in that country. We need people in that country where they talk truth to power. You know, before you persuade, when they say if anybody will talk to president, will say something, you know, no time for targets the problem we face in salon. You know, then a few things that I can say in salon, which big salon they did. Before you get one thing, integrity. People do not get integrity in that country. They're not getting integrity. Now, one thing I would get for teach the younger generation, man. You get forget integrity.
Absolutely.
2, you get forget character. Character means say no matter wait till you see. And now that's the hate because now that's Sylvia Blyden gets character for say this not who I be anytime between closed door or outside.
Yes.
I tell you.
I love that.
Character.
I love that.
Character.
Yes.
And then third,
yes.
We lack accountability in that country today.
Yes.
People are not accountable for other people. Then, like I said, there's a reason which make now republic. You get justice, the justice system that country today. We know this. We know they talk. When people then take oath, when they swear to the country and the constitution. For saying, I'm not aligned to no party. I align to the truth. Now the only truth that they motivate with justice them. But with justice in that place, I don't know so much respect for them people in that country. Because at the end of the day, if you not get the character, the moral high ground for say, regardless what you say, you're not government, because at the end of the day, government they kind of go. The laws them, the justice them, and they hold everything together. The executive they come in, they go. The parliamentarian they come there, they go, and then they chat, they represent the people there. But the people they will get for whole that country there. They're not accountable at all.
Yes.
When I just wish there were a way for let they change. Because at the end of the day, it will ever change. And that's regardless of any party within inside it.
Yeah.
It should never be people. It's the people. The justice
when they say country now, people they make country.
Yes.
And we get for speak to those justice. We get for speak to the justice say, when you take an oath, it takes for the constitution. Now that ain't the answer to. You know the answer to no president because you are equal body in the government. If that's not the case, we will go back to the monarch system.
Yeah.
But we say we want to be a republic because when they're a republic, you didn't move forward. You didn't move to the new century. What do they do so when they go backwards?
Absolutely.
And they harm the country in the worst way.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, all these people, that way they talk, where they dance, they sing this, they're not patriotic. Because I don't care if NPC out of struggle to talk. And that's what Sylvia Blyden was. I don't think I shall always see the Blyden talk against Anespoma.
Yes. Yes.
I don't get it. We don't talk, don't say this, don't say that. At the end of the day, they respect them.
Yes. So even before coming, wonderful thing we bring in, even during the interview with AYV, one thing I like what he say, he even question or challenge the then president say, what's happening? You lost the presidency number where you need to reach out to him. So the then president make him proof say, I don't call him several times, but he need to respond. So you see, it always challenge person when it comes to national issue. You understand? So if like yes, and the thing we make yes, absolutely. I'll come back and finish your thoughts. Go ahead.
Yeah, we need people like that. Until those 3 things change.
Yeah.
The accountability.
Yes.
So say each body government get their own responsibility and you respect each to the highest level. we talk about character, people that with character in that country, their integrity, because it's just to go put somebody in any position where lack integrity.
Absolutely.
Just because at the end of the day, if I can compromise,
yes,
no matter at any time in your life,
and they bring you in soon, Mr.
Anytime in your life, anytime in your life, it's all of us. There's a time in your life when you question yourself, but when the only thing you can reach back to is your integrity. What do you live for? What is your family name? What's going to carry on?
That's right.
That integrity. That means the most.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Absolutely. Come on in. Come on in, Mr. Sisi. I know say you want to come in.
No, I just want voters to show how thick and authentic this woman is. Even the state of emergency, he supports Madam Yo fully. He supports the regime. He said it was necessary for a state of emergency.
Yes.
She said it.
Yes.
She's always challenging issues. When they give me not all party politics the woman will play. Now in national politics, it's supposed with he supports the government's effort. He complimented, he even endorsed the state of emergency, saying it's necessary we don't get the state of emergency. He said even if it's 1 year, you don't mind. How far somebody will give in support?
Yes.
Because of the lady call out issues the way they know how to do the thing and they go, when I say country, seriously, Miss Khadija, country, now the people and they make a country. Now the people, if we show lack empathy, but we say we lack integrity. Now the same thing is when Mr. Kamo, when Mr. That wild academy, the people who don't so bend, we get this bend culture. Saloma, the most intelligent Saloma, and Saloma, when they cook you, when they lie for you, they say things get sense past you. Even when you support her with all trust. We are so bent. We don't blind to see the truth.
The unfortunate thing will happen. I want to think critically. What I mean by that is that when we look at the unfortunate things will happen with Major retired Paulo Conte and Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, both of them been get the law for the country where they want be part or one partake by the role of combating this deadly pandemic. You understand? As a result, both of them then find themselves outside and find themselves today. So that says that there's contradicting statement indirectly given to us, the citizen, from the administration, saying that you want near the opposition, the main opposition, join you, but at the same time, when they join you, then be honest, they are being reprimanded. Am I right, or Ina gets different thoughts? Ina, come in, please.
I want to say something.
Right.
Yes, come in, Mr. And then I bring back Mr. Kali. Come in, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah. Come in, Mr. Come in, sir. Come in, Mr. Ila. I know say
and like what they say, you see, because the people are so full of deceiveness to the nation, they know say if man come like Opalo Conte, it will be honest. Definitely, you they read the comment who they've been put through there and call the man. To stay there and track them. You see, even what they do right now, the picking they would come from Kuwait. They don't test them, they don't give them certificates, say they don't get corona. Then go take the picking, they one go put them put problem and then say they're positive. Really ambassador, the Kuwaiti government forced the ambassador to make statement less government left the picking them. All the other African countries, the picking them in their houses, the one who return.
Wow.
Only Sierra Leone, they go put them, the one declare them. So if you actually you're not honest to what they do, you not go one other person at the other aisle for come through because the person go fear for your name for let can mix file something because all these things I come up, Palo Gona Lunge, then don't look the hotels is like the thing not even good enough. I like some things they always say. This, if we can't put people in here, they're not going to be okay. So they don't want to hear any about that, and they don't want somebody who they can pull their waist. If they talk about the first lady, the first as they take power now he like. So where that boy be talk, the one of the speaker, they say that woman a lack of integrity. You don't say where they show the outgoing first lady where they show video where they show and they show all the place so clean, shine and glitter. As he say the place need for renovate. He called millions of millions. He said because they just left the place dirty and filthy.
Sad.
Now, lady, where I be let naturally because we be friend on Facebook before even in the meet with Madam Yo, where they do them in concerts them. So yes, so for the mere fact that I can see a lie to that woman and won't get the video where they take around.
Yeah.
You know, that pissed me off. Yes.
Yeah.
Why you for lie? Anybody with integrity, like this other speaker, they say so, lack of integrity. Anybody with integrity, not to the age. Integrity no mean age. Now something where somebody they grow up with. You afraid for lie to somebody, even if be in your own detriment. You they say the truth, you apologize.
Yeah.
But when you see somebody in a free will, you lie to somebody. Then they come to the extent they want to change the state house carpet. Everybody know internationally the dignitary area now ready even the carpet.
Yeah.
You see one time they bread clean carpet. How you take these colors so bad and the you dignity? Then you can't get dignitary carpet for them clean carpet?
Mm-hmm.
Who said that don't happen at all?
Yeah.
So all the deceiveness that they, it don't make we the people of Sierra Leone actually we get for do a lot. We get for do a lot. Politics, we see whether who or crook they don't announce you to be the president. You the main thing what you get for do now, you stand firm for bring the people them together.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Think about all the people and the noble people and the world. Now people that will know the revenge.
Yeah.
Starting from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, them beat the follower, them kill the supporters in America. When he get victory for reclaim Mecca, he announced from today, plants, animal, human being, all for be saved. He announced to in commanders and before they enter, we are not destroy plants, we are not destroy women, old people, picking them. And when he come to overcome, he say, everybody, the first amnesty in the world. A man like Mandela, one movie they call him Eviction. If you look when Mandela take over, if they go, some man they wanted to put the white people in the police, pull everybody, then get one football club, then they get for go play. Then they practice. Mandela come with the helicopter, the guy they no which have they see he called the captain, he say, I know say una dey practice for the which part, which one I want let me help. The white people then cry like a picking them. They don't expect that man for go interact them like that way. That's why he be able to put South Africa together.
That's all.
Because of a try for take revenge away. They tell him for 27 years. If he say they can't revenge, now the one they won't tell him they can't revenge, now other people they go punished.
Yes.
Exactly.
Not only
Absolutely.
one with jail am.
Yeah. So
Yes.
let me chime in real quick, and it's very sad because I remember when they asked Mr. Paulo Conte for letting go join for help with the COVID, and both people then we they send us set up.
Yes.
People then they send us both people then, and me not one of the people then where at this point in time I was saying myself I'll be gullible, but because I'm always a thing about And I get in touch with some people there inside APC and tell them say not to so for lead. If at this time of COVID-19, somebody we don't get experience for dealing with things like Ebola, a need for go work for a country. I mean, I'm one of the people that way I get into with some heated people inside. But to this today, I will say I apologize to those people then because exactly what they talk. Any people that show where if they be really serious, they want to attack this thing and understand, say the number one enemy we will face that's alone. That coronavirus.
Yes.
Not to SAPP, not to APC, not to anybody.
Yes.
If that are the number one enemy, where would they say we want to tackle? We for be successful right now today.
Absolutely.
But if you look at this point today, how we did now, we get the number one most cases there now West Africa.
Yeah.
This is the result of where you put something over your nation.
Absolutely.
We all know that.
Absolutely.
Not a secret.
Yes. Absolutely.
If God, we all know, say it talk about God, say the intention that you have to get for be clean.
Yes. Yes.
You can't forget the right intention.
Yes.
That man go there against people there where they curse them. They curse them on social media.
Yeah.
They tell us, say no go. He say no. This not above APC, this not above politics, this not for the country, because you know, say where Corona come, you know they look whether or not you rich, you poor, you know, APC, SFPB, NGC, Mende, Timney, Fula, Madingo, it attack all my Pekin, Mama, all it attack them. And that will be the number one goal whether if with government we really want to unite. When you see things that can happen like this, now the 10 way they unite people then.
Yes.
Because even people at the other opposition said being now the most vulnerable time when they had to clear. We say, you know what, right now not to the 10 for beginning talk about politics.
Yes, wonderful.
People that they suffer. You get people in back home. All man get people in back home. We they worry about them. We know how it affects we like this country where we get the most.
Mr. Sise, will they see? We'll bring you in soon. Sorry, Mr. Kali. We'll bring you soon, Mr. Sise. Go ahead.
He's okay. Yes. So we know. So we don't know, say, people that be there against this guy. And what's happening? It just fall on our face. But one thing we go say, God not asleep. As long as that man can have intention and clean heart for helping people there, at the end of the day, it will get to own justice. It might not get on this world, but it will get to our next world.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, waiting happens, so all man they watch. The international community they watch. And one thing people then get for think, I they talk to the SFPP people then. When I get for understand, say, get for stop generational thing then. This one are the big so, not generational hate, because understand, say, then people they want to put one in jail, so they get picking there. They get cousin there. What you think they happen in the future? Then they develop that hate today, now it go carry on forever in the country. Now I make Nelson Mandela, like wait, we're gonna be explained so. One of the people that way I hail because waiting South Africans then go through, they take their land, then punish them. But when Mandela come, he say, you know what thing? You get for unite. Also time for revenge. They get for unite, and at that you do. The easy way to make Mandela right now, you get legacy. When Mandela died, you get dignitary from all across the world. What good it? So we pay our respect.
Yes.
And at that day, you as a leader, you as a president, now that's where you want to go down in history. So when I go look back, you get respect from the world, not only from your own people there, not only from your own party people there, because then they come cheap. But you get respect from other people in the world. 10 years time, you go able for travel go other country then and explain to them how you develop your own country, how you bring your people there together. That is the legacy that they will speak to Madam your SAPP. Now the legacy that they where you get for build. Not for just please you people no more, because they're already pleased. We don't see. No matter what you do, then they cheer you on. But understand, say your own legacy, now the world, how you want left. You want to be the Mandela? You want to be the Mandela where you go look up to you 30 years, then put your name in the history books as one of the pioneers them. We have turned we countries them in a turmoil time. During the time where we get pandemic, we step up. They put in country in front of everything. But then again, look at how we did.
Well stated, sir. I want also re-echo the numbers then before I bring Mr. Yila. I'm not saying I want come in, sorry. I'm not saying I continue the asking, I don't they post them repeatedly, but some of them not get them. So the 1-800 number, the direct call now 1-800-514-6533. Okay, 1 second, call the coming. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yes, either we come by video or by
Yes.
voice call. We dey call still listener we program.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Sisi,
But we see you on board. I don't know why you come back off. We'll be see you.
Yeah, but like I think I've been mute or waiting, so I know they get nobody in voice like that. Myself,
oh, so try back in, then you press the audio. Sometimes your audio been there off. Yeah? But you can still talk, then you call back in. I mean, you join.
All right, let me make my point. The very first place I want to express my sincere thanks and appreciation for a wonderful program like this. Presenting such a program, trust me, will please everybody and not all man go like that kind of program there. So the very first place, not look to criticize them, not look to what people they say, do the right thing, we please you and we please God. Okay, going further, sometimes hearts when they foresee a pure Sierra Leonean, they support negative things because not to imposing or not to doing the thing they be to.
Sure.
We look at Sylvia Blyden, when we case study, when now we able for advocate on behalf today. You see people they give comments say they for kill them, they for this. Unfortunate who they behave so as patriots of that particular country. Many a time. And the Sierra Leoneans, because not to a party, not to enforcing them a position on our power, they ever do something positive. Anything when they do not doing a negative things, now they support. So it's really disheartening for seeing that kind of behavior there. Then you get Sierra Leoneans them when they support that kind of thing. Yeah. The whole way Sylvia don't play in a salon. Trust me, forget like a 5 or 10 day woman a day. Sierra Leone politics the streets. Now the woman also they put in a special courts. You see the count evidence upon evidence. Case upon case upon now. At the end of the day, you see the justice they congratulate. I say no, you are a strong woman.
Oh yeah, sad, really.
It was sad. Trust me. When anything we possibly sit down, stand upright for the truth, you will get all kinds of tribulation when you face now their country. When it happens so, because them must stand, they try to open or expose things that when they go wrong that the current government he has been seen as threats. They are seen as a fighter. Now this. But now we go back to the constitution. What did the constitution say? We all person. For one person less than 72 hours. But sometimes we are not talk. We are not blame some of them behavior and they blame parliament. Because if they sit down, they go sign a document which say 1 year state of emergency. Then you don't. It's as if you don't sell with all rights give the government, and then they are thinking so. Because when you want to, they will say, it's a state of emergency. Now they begin to now. Now state of emergency. But state of emergency, they still arrest people, and they still detain people, they still do the negative things against people in life by the country. So who's kind of state of emergency, Danny? Assist somebody in the group, then they use the state of emergency for intimidate for own detain opposition members. Why is Sierra Leone and the team they carry with them? How Salon push go before we behave then kind with them? A whole woman we don't serve as a minister, when by right for the honor, then he be to the highest degree, then jail. You see, nobody can talk. We talking them. This now APC. This now come on. So anybody will stand for the right thing now. They don't go APC. Tomorrow, if APC can have power, they do the same bad thing with somebody now. They send us in the SNDP. My sister, how long will go before?
Yeah. It's sad. It's rather unfortunate.
It's sad and unfortunate. We just, I can tell people and say, we don't come abroad. We don't see the lights. Yeah, if we're not enough for the truth, I'm afraid Sierra Leone will never change. But the same people when they are gone now, who they back they sit down, who they instigate to they incite people and for do the wrong thing. Because if the SNP people say, tell you say, no, this is an government. But what they've done is absolutely wrong, then I believe this don't begin to take place. But if they see people and they support the thing, then then they make them fall. Somebody in mama, somebody in sister, somebody in Pekin. Now they treat so that supposing they celebrate, they say this will end up with the kind of go at the gallows. Can you imagine the kind of statements they do? What's the person do? When I need to find that guilty today, when I find we know more for friend crime against the person. To accuse the person. You see a whole police officer against a former president say in picture, they say this is not evidence. Can you imagine such thing? You know, sometimes I don't know that you can go before. They always say this. Anytime when you mix politics and development together, na negative things you get. Anytime. And I would say so. This party we can have power all the time when they're against opposition. Everything we negative in opposition. They don't get good lights in opposition. They don't get good road in opposition. Everything negative in opposition. As they say good thing, oh, this now party don't do it. Oh, this now party don't do it. How long can we be on these things? So I don't know who go before we do this thing.
Well stated. Well stated. Well stated, Mr. Sise. Well stated. Try again for coming, and then you go join the panel. Yeah. Try again. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I know say you want coming, Mr. Sise, Maryland. Come in, sir.
Yeah. I just want to reflect on the very emotional remarks when the previous contributor, the guy whose name did say,
Mr. Kale.
Mr. Kale.
Yes.
It was very emotional.
Yeah.
It was very touching, you know. But for me, the most disappointment what I get now the institution the way we exist now in country, especially the judiciary,
Yeah.
is a blatant disgrace and disappointment.
Yeah, forgive me quick. Yeah, I've been there in the process for re-echo the numbers then before it come in. Sorry, sir, for the interruption.
It's okay.
So if you know they call the 1-800 number, the direct number, na 1-800-514. I will repost and again periodically. 1-800-514-6533. The WhatsApp number, the first one at 732-402-7349. And then the second WhatsApp number at 908-342-8176. And then we also get another third WhatsApp number 732-791-8387. And another direct call when I can use back again at 732-402-7347. Somebody they call. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please. Hello? Salon for All, Voice for All. Kindly identify yourself, please. Okay, the person called, but not they say anything. Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Mr. No.
My greatest disappointment at the institution, the judiciary, it is very disappointing because they see the blatant disregard for the human rights, and they see the blatant lies and the manipulation. They know say this is all make up. They condone, they still they act as an arm of propaganda machine for the present regime. Then people in the willing let me complain when they say the opposition they compete with the ruling party. They know there are two individuals there who are willing. I feel so sorry for Paulo. I'm sorry for the guy. With all the opposition where the guy gets before they take that appointment, before they take up that duty, he was opposed. Everybody will be opposer, but the guy is sacrificed. I don't say when in a quiet moment that time is away, he go to reflect. The moment they say, hey, if I know what they tell me, I go for we don't go out. And this government of even get the leadership not even get that initiative, they say this guy don't sacrifice. Even when they tell and say this thing when they do so now wrong, now this thing therefore happen to you. Then people are not reliable. The guy sacrifice because of why? Because of nation, because of the people there. He sacrifice, he give death here for go serve. You know, he knows that they enter
1
the
second, sir.
dungeon.
Salon for All, Voice for All,
Before they-
Network Television. Kindly identify yourself, please.
Yeah, my name is Effie. I'm calling from United States, America.
Yes, welcome, Ms. Effie.
Yes, I've been listening to I don't follow this program, and I'm glad the way to una dey do this. Una dey show a very genuine concern. May God bless una.
Amen.
And that Mr. Kaliwe talk just now, I listened to in remarks and we make it very good. But one thing on news stand where I want for explain and I want for make it go out there. It really not good. We image not good na the international world, you know.
Absolutely.
Yes. The SNPP government, you know, if you not get criticism, how you go know say you dey do something right? You get for follow criticism because that for make for say you dey do something way right or you know they do something way right. If you say you na papa just stand like way papa get in picking there, you will get like 3-4 picking there. They all not go be the same. They all 3 not go be the same. One go they will go outstanding. But you as a father, you get for make sure say them picking there, they follow the rules and regulation inside your house. But if you as a head of a country, if you don't begin call your opponents and say then terrorism, then a terrorist, then this, and you don't begin call the names because name calling they go down a great way, you know. Because me as a behavior specialist, you know, you get for sit down, you start your conscience, then you ask them, what did make them say how they be? What in are the cause? Search yourself, your inner soul, say, I they do thing well not right. Wait, make us sit down, make us think. What are they do? Well not right. What in make you they lost popularity? You see, you don't hold all them people there, you political opponents there, you don't put them, you not charge them. You don't do another court for so another prison I mean for so many weeks then, you know. You know say nothing. Una they treat them, only God knows what you una they do to them, you know. And as a woman, you get your wife, like that you wife this so we outrageous so we they take things then we not right. They disrespect people them. If una don't come on a power tomorrow, if they're all and then what you go see? Because they are making man say what goes round comes round again, you know. Because what you una they do so una remember say if una no one let them do it so una not do it to other person. He who lives by the sword shall surely die by it. And I come to Sylvia Blyden. Me, I'm not Sabia because they say when me left that country, I'm not be Sabia. She was, I don't know. But as a woman, I feel say we the women there of Sierra Leone, we get to stand up and say enough is enough. And when you look where that policeman in the show that picture, this is an exhibit. You go show waiting. What do you mean? Who that then at this picture? Oh my God, that's just so crazy. And I mean, really? You see, that's crazy. And then you get people that say, oh, go kill them. That it don't make no sense. Eh? You see, una born at those una not feel nothing. And one thing una the feel for realizing that the media world today, anything where you put inside, the date they can, the time they can, the where you enter that world, you not go personify anything.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Palo in business, God now know the truth. Palo, if according to what they say he hand over the gun, say I get gun and me I know this and the pouch he left and give them. Una let the man go. That moment say oh una know say na kill the car kill for car kill the president. Why will not be una at that moment the part una left and say it go na host. It go na host. If una want talk true, una be careful because take for example what the Papa them do. You see it bin come back to them. Una be careful na that country. Some of we don't reach retirement now one can home.
Yeah.
But the way una they do that country they fine. And as in Nigeria man can say na thunder go fire una. Una be careful with you, una they do. Una be careful the words and what una they talk. Because the tongue, the Bible says the tongue. Therefore, be careful about the tongue, what they put in your mouth.
Yeah.
You not go let the person, but they will just say at peace. Peace be don't kind of country. Me, I just commoded this January we commode. I did it when the first election be. I see what thing happen. So here, there's a let sleep dog lie. When I know left us, they don't turn to a clean page. And this now for the president. Just remember your history. When una come in, when una come in, remember your history. Maybe so say now that make God don't bring you cancer, you can't pay for them things then. So be careful. Be careful, sir. Be careful. You get picking there. We all get picking the one get family. No, be careful. Do ya with one another. This hatredness, this God, because the one they were there around you, now then they mislead you. They know they tell you the truth. They say you have to go be like fuck you grab what people are go follow. You know they talk in the background they waiting. And that lima when they say na Christmas, not crazy, the crazy go eat the shit. But what they do, you know, look where go slap that disabled people there. If Nayala, they don't put her in jail. You can't do that. So me on what they no more.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you, and feel free for call at any time if you get anything of concern or you want to contribute. Thank you, madam. God bless you.
Yeah.
Yes. And see another year, I know say Mr. Kalebi want come in. Oh, you been actually fit land, eh? I don't know if you been done, Mr. Sise.
No, but I like I've said, Mr. Kale, like when you made on the Mandela, it was very emotional. The contribution we get a position of power. We get power over people there. Now, what he do? How they will remember you after he left? Look the accolade way and the Scovadi gets kind of at the wall. Look the kind of respect. You know, if they say if they do that kind crazy stuff, all in their consent paper, opposition, make this, it's kind of best. It was not perfect, but at least it gets international respect. All the people that we've been there around that, they're all left for now. Now, what he will do with his credential where you get my world, now they all them up together right now. All the other one they will be doing, so they new style there. There are other stupid people that will be there with her. They're all not left for now. Now that you credential, if you be listen to them, a opposition leader, nobody, he give everybody a right. He can call a defend or whatever you can. But the guy was liberal. He accommodates. He shows some kind of leadership. He will bridge the gap, between the eyes, the SLPP and the APC eye. He try best. He can accuse the administration of being corrupt. But the guy in himself is a gentle guy, and they like today, now he walk 90 pounds, he get international accolade everywhere in the world they recognize him.
So, Mr. Mohammed,
innocent prisoner there.
Mr. Mohammed, let's support you.
Yes,
in no side and get Adebayo name. Now, name more than Gi and Espruma. Say, all over free on. Say, don't buy out on side. So, now I make them get Adebayo today.
Yes.
Then Gi and Espruma name say, in Adebayo, it don't buy all side.
Yeah.
But we now see the 99 house we say don't buy. So thank you. Now these are why
You see, the guy he able to accommodate with all the criticism. With the kind of young killers, the way how people come at him. The guy show his strength. He respect the rule of law. He respect the citizen there. He don't kill nobody. He don't run after nobody. No kind of anybody when they tell us. But the guy is restrained. That's a leadership. If we're able to accommodate, if we're able to absorb the pressure when they come up from outside. Now they show the example, Look like the last time when the president pronounced that terrorist speech. The next day, Abu they go offline, they go threaten people and say, they shoot their mama there, they shoot their family there. Because the president already endorsed them. He as a leader, he don't know what they do. It's really sad. Right now, what you country they go through, it's just they count the dreams of like when Mr. Sarkozy they say the Sarkoma there, the how they call it, the Abu Black. Yeah, they na Eastern police when they stole Abu Black, say he died. Now by God reached it. Sarkoma as the kind size so. Now Eastern Police dey for dey go jump na dem born am. Innocent businessman dem. We don't want to go to them days and day again. We don't transition. We don't come out from them days and day. But this guy, as the council, he don't count all the horror images the day. He don't count them back. Now some of them things now they see. Well,
yeah. Come back in, Mr. Kali.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing people don't get to understand, no matter which side you go around the world, you get opposition. It's part of the government. You get winner, you get loser.
Yeah.
And the way the government is structured, when they talk, say accountability, that opposition, they the type of holding accountable. When you don't go through manifestos, then if you not focus on your manifestos, like this should they say to SNP Marabio, when you take power, the first thing they do is they unite the people then. Because like Barack Obama said, you cannot rule a nation that's divided.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
You unite the people there. Because even we, no matter who party there, we get born inside, we win a neutral bone. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, when we talk to APC them, and they talk to them how for move future, not to how for denigrate SNPP. Mm-hmm. Because if you want to win the hearts of mind, you get to motivate them. Mm-hmm. You know, just they go there, they talk about that, but this and about that, but that. Because at the end of the day, some people they're smart. They must say, what do you offer we? What do you offer we? And just not move out the subject. Wherever the coach college football, I will be one of the best recruiters there at the country. Yeah. And people like ask me, say, what's like technique? What you do? I said, because why they go sit on the house, I go talk to Pikin and the mama, and they tell them what team your school can do for them. Right. I will raise them as young man. And then they go down the other school and say, oh, that school like this, that school like that.
Yeah.
That's why they win people their mind them. Mm-hmm. We want win people their mind, they tell them what they do for them. What SAP Marabio get for do? Put your blinders on. Because opposition day. I don't care. You say when I say we don't do opposition. Yeah. So when opposition day, and then just for make sure say you're accountable to anything.
1 second, sir. Salon for All, Voice for All Network Television. Kindly identify yourself. Sorry, Mr. Kali.
Go ahead.
Yes, somebody they call Cummings. Okay. Yeah. Identify yourself, please. Oh, Mr. Omar. Oh, welcome, sir. Welcome. Thank you for your time and for joining us tonight. Yeah, go ahead, sir. Land to the topic.
Okay. First of all, before I go, you see, that woman, they come up, they call the woman them to for rights, for defend the women.
Yes.
Then I wonder how I get for do that,
Yes.
Where everything is being politicized naturally, we get people away to go woman and SFP to go woman and APC, all man don't separate, all man don't divide through political life. You see, the condition now, it is very worrisome, because the way I teach the old people, so these people have freedom, it's very, very it calls from some way that now we get for fight very hard, we put all the different things aside, we look at it in that nationalistic way. You see, then, but why did they arrest people just because of that, No, we watch Sylvia, your issue. Sorry, I didn't say I'm not going to talk loud.
Okay. No.
Yeah, because I didn't say
No problem. Would they hear you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, no, we watch at Sylvia, when they go to school, they go put up. They say because of the make some statement there. So we try to compare Sylvia in statement with that of the statement with the first lady be made. It's been on telephone. Yeah, test again. Where Sylvia, don't listen to Sylvia in your own statement, then we listen to the first lady statement. No, we know, would that make that statement, would that incite the people, let me know?
Yeah.
Because the first lady in statement will be made really outrageous than even waiting in the old Sylvia, but nobody knows all them. Maybe don't they talk this? We not say nobody know for fight corruption, we not say nobody know for fight violence, but let it be in that righteous tree, let it be the way that everybody will look like equal before the law. Not that the law gets particular way they treat these people, they get the particular way they treat these people, because now so we don't see that Sierra Leone. And we hope the international community don't come inside, and we hope they go do their best for see how they go solve the situation, But rather than that, it's really scary,
Yeah.
Really scary. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so we really afraid for we people. We really afraid because if they hold somebody more than just go put in a corner like that for how they feel. One more than just they can't arrest people and go put them how they feel, So some of you we afraid land like it. But anyway, I will come inside again because Musa I don't go talk too much, I didn't train.
Thank you so much.
We can get any contribution,
Yeah, we appreciate your time. Thank you. Mr. Kale, come back in, sir.
Okay.
As what I say, and that lady talked very well, and then we listen to talk, say this now, this now, so people now down in our patriotic person they care about things alone.
Yes.
And people don't get for understand say you get opposition regardless. Regardless, any side going to country get opposition, but that opposition they stop you for letting you run the country. Because the way you run that country, I guarantee you say no matter what APC do, if this government they give jobs to youth, then the country they thrive. Opposition, not even see opposition safe. People are not gonna get chance for payment to opposition. But where you focus so much by your opposition, where now you there in charge of the military, the police, the financial, everything. And it's time for you to hold yourself accountable. The first thing for recovery to anybody, if you're not alcoholic or if you're not with self, you get to take accountability. If you don't ever take accountability, you fail. You get to sit down and mirror and look yourself, say, what thing we do, what thing we don't accomplish, how we for accomplish this, or we're not doing it. But if you sit down, no more, you just stay for propaganda and for put the next thing when the most thing will excite you people them. When people that will just take out and begin post, not so they govern.
Yeah.
You need to govern that way. When you're the leader, you get to make the tough decisions then. Against your own party or with your own party and say, now the country are the rule.
Absolutely.
They come and they say, oh, now the opposition hold me back, and the opposition do this to me. The opposition is gone. 2 years don't go. There people there when sit on that where they starve. You know why you that talk day? Then but when they went on they walk, that's the last thing that they want to eat but no opposition. When you come back to them 4 or 5 years, they will say, what you gonna do? Oh, when the opposition don't make we do this, when the opposition don't make we do that. But they will say, well, you know what, you might as well let the opposition go and work. Because the opposition they work that hard. In the opposition, they really work that hard day for take you out of your own game. Then you not deserve for
Absolutely.
because that's what they like of leadership people not able to focus.
Yeah.
Because we there inside country today. You see people and they oppose Obama. When they go, they take gun. They walk around. They take signs then. They don't cause a wealth. But what they do? You understand? Say, you know what thing? The hardest part of democracy. The hardest part of democracy is not that freedom of speech. That freedom that you get. And at any point of time where you're not the leader, you know, offend nobody. And like I say, you look at the good leaders then. Now, one of the traits that they wouldn't get, when they're able, no matter what people that they say out there, inside their own mind, then they look towards the end of the tunnel and they see the light. Then they focus on the negativity, then they focus on this, then they focus on that day. And at that message day for the share to all the people that were inside cabinet and government. Because they all represent because at the end of the day, they get for answer to people there. In 5 years, you get for answer to the people that will vote for you. Done. The way the world now, we don't understand, say, anybody where they go against human rights. Anybody who go against human rights, at some point in time, they get for answer to that call because it can happen to any country there. So if today America sit down and I speak directly to the people in America, understand say what's happening in Sierra Leone, it happened back in America.
Absolutely.
So waiting, then a salon, we get for understand, say, at any time, it can happen to America. So we just speak to the people in America, say, we not for sit down and just watch how people they teach people them and they violate people their human rights. That's when our God-given rights. Some people that can tell you, say, I'm not getting $1 million, I'm not getting this, but guess what? If I got the money, I can say what I want to say, I can do so and do. But that ain't what I give you. Now God give you that right stick. Not to other human being for tell you that. As long as you know they harm any other person, now you write down there. And I want this some people that get for understand.
Yes.
Some people get for understand, say this negativity for the cause people in. Yes. They don't for the cause people in. For the threatening people in. And first of all, I even say it's even shameful, self. It's very shameful for let you come, you call yourself APC or SAP, because I talk to both. So they threaten people then. I see people then they send message to me, say, oh, like can I someone they go do it, someone they go do this to you. I say, are you proud of that? Are you even proud that your government would do that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Are you proud that your government will go take people and beat them?
Actually,
It's
so
sickening.
funny.
And it's really sick. It's sickening.
Childish.
Sickening.
Yeah.
You didn't talk. You didn't social media. You didn't say that. Yes, kind of salon they will deal with you. They say, oh yeah, let them go kill him. Let them go do this to him. Are you sick? That's another human being.
Yeah.
If you want to say something, let them get justice. If you no matter what, say okay, you know what? Let them get justice. And if you want justice has to be fair. It has to be quick. You let to hold somebody over 72 hours. That's not quick justice. And when you do that, you lose hope to the people. And one thing people don't get for understand, today not Sylvia Biden, today not Paulo Conte. Tomorrow it could be you, it could be mama, it could be papa. And I tell you, they see people and they change hearts. Yeah. They say, oh, if I could be no. Oh, if I could be no, because like people don't say now, so what goes around comes around. Things then they change. In 1, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, things gonna change. Now that make me always get out cautious day. And last thing I will say to people then, and one thing we human beings get for understand, say, we were there now, so we able for talk. We always get for show humilities because at the end of the day, that people then waiting us alone. It could be any of us. We just happen for be born to a certain family or have the opportunity for do things dynamic. But that opportunity what we get for speak peace and motivation to those people in. Because at the end of the day, they don't get what we get. And that's the thing these people there don't understand. We're inside America, we're inside the modern world where we get freedom of speech. We they talk. We they talk and we get the internet. We they talk. And I said to people that during APC time, there was no internet. It wasn't like this. So everything what they do, they record everything people they see them. It's time to move forward as a nation. Man, they worry about what APC do because at the end of the day, who are they in power?
Yeah.
So you said one sits back in the next 5 years, no they in power?
So
everything we do now is to move forward and move.
Yeah. I don't know if you press mute. You accidentally. Good.
As a leader, you get for understanding.
Yeah.
No matter what the revenge what you want, that revenge is not go sweet pass. If you continue to thrive and also you for Waka go as a president, all man the chair you want. No matter what they say negative words on his back, man. Yes, it do a lot of things that's messed up. But one thing you notice, any say I don't know will tell you on his back, man, if for go drive now, if for go drive now, Kenema, it go drive now, put loco, it come on, it go free tongue, it come on, what's kind of Waka go. Because at the end of the day, you people them be get peace. People them be free for talk. Freedom of speech, freedom of press. The way they damage we press them. And we press them so bad they're not accountable. They're not accountable. Like I said, the integrity not did it. The integrity not did it. And like Mr. Ila said, we get the beginning we did it. Let those be the leaders, and we build integrity into them, and watch how the future of the country will change. But if that not, and that's the people that we get for focus, and that's what would they there so now they're people that they would work for. What would they not talk to? They're not for yourself for. Now for the future generation that they work for, they'll begin and go for enjoy who's how we come out. Because at the end of the day, we don't make life for ourselves in this country, yeah. But at the end of the day, we want to begin and go who's how we come out. Let them see that red soil, the beautiful soil. Where you look at any other country, where you see that soil in Africa, it symbolizes a lot.
Yeah.
It symbolizes the blood we don't shed in that country there. And I done it for remind we every single day, and anybody where they talk negativity, they therefore remember the blood we don't shed in that country there. And say, for that reason, I will no longer speak bad or speak negative to another Sierra Leoneans. I beg people then. It's time for move past this party line. It's time for move for the country there. Let's speak up for people. Nobody should be jailed. Nobody should be jailed because of their political affiliation or what you say. As long as they not see people and they give money, they go buy gun and incite people then. Sylvia Blyden will with you 100%. At the end of the day, trust me, everything is going to make sense. Everything is going to make sense.
Yeah. Okay. So I know say Mr. Ilawan come in, so I'll give a chance. Then we go call and wrap. And also don't say today. Go ahead, sir.
Wrap up because
okay.
I don't want to do something. So
we all
first of all, I want to tell you thank you.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait for June the 31st for the Sylvia Olayinka Blyden Day.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see that day. And I want for us and apologize to the present government. Please let them release the political detainees.
Yes.
And if they're not getting nothing for Putin and Sierra Leone, let them maintain the peace. If the country peaceful, we salute them for that. Rather than do something where they make with the fear for Bona we country, or with they don't know not they sleep for we family who in that country. They please they ask the president kindly let it do for we that one day. If you not able to put nothing because they stay cosmetics, so everything cosmetics, then you know bring the value one and you know even give it the cosmetics who will they get. So then is shameful. So if I talk, I join the program today. I want to tell you thank you for bringing things like this. Me not divide to the people who they type too many negative say you they kill like we Mr. Kale say. You they bloody for say things like your brother to the government who you support. What do you they gain? What if you say they gain? And the country who say they say not very close to America. I know why Donald Trump no Bukana up today. As he win na Canada, I want come. Now Winnipeg had the human rights mission day for Canada. Now you had them demonstrate them see they no want to. 30 days they no want to. So till like that one day, you not go one tomorrow portion of the country like he didn't have power or he left power. Obviously, if now he want come na Canada, we demonstrate the next day. If for can tomorrow, the Aleki don't come inside, they ask her out. If they don't run to the Trump owner, powerful man at the wall, a very quick thing. So we not want to forget the intimidation then for we country. Anyhow, how little they will do is to maintain the peace and we respect we human them. Well, we they happy. Anyhow, will be. Woman them now people we get a very high talent if you will encourage them. So if you not able to give them nothing, if the woman commits crime, it's a side issue, but we don't see all what you then try to find out. We not see nothing beyond that. So I want to tell you thank you, and I can't wait for that day. And they look for them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I want to thank Mr. Kale and Mr. Mohammed and Mr. Sise, all the other people who did today and the other contributors. Them.
Yeah.
I want to tell you thank you. I enjoy being with you now.
Well, thank you. Welcome. So with that said, Mr. Sise want to say something before I give a closing remarks?
Yeah, I want to say me last word.
Okay, sure. Before I give a
please.
Sure.
I just want to continue for appeal. This is about time for we all team up and say true to power, because this is an obligation for every Sierra Leonean there. Especially we went through the war, the January 6th. The people that we don't die, we owe them. We owe them that responsibility there. For if we see anything where for able for take we back for the life, for their own life where they don't sacrifice, for some don't reach so. If we see anything again in our country, each and every Sierra Leonean, it's in our responsibility for no we team up. It no matter the political party we belong, you try in you believe anything in religion, we owe them for all the innocent people that we don't die. The people that we don't die during the war, January 6th now, the FAC regime intervention, the innocent people that we don't die, they pick it, we don't bomb, we Patinka and bomb, they go kill Namabela, the innocent angel, we don't sabi nothing of government. We owe them people, we owe them. Follow me, if we see anything where they pop up again, wait for take me back to their area, we owe them for no talk. No, we stop, no talk. Sierra Leone is about time for no watch out for ourselves, for each another. No, we stop for being hypocrites. No, we stop for being selfish. No, we stop for being sycophants. No, we talk true. If we see somebody when they do wrong, we go cause chaos for we the innocent one there. And there we need to stand up and talk. And no, we have not admonish this present government. They just release each and every prisoner when they hold. We don't know even them people when we go arrest Amadia, then students, we don't know if they belong to them people when we go kill son of Panema one. Innocent young students them, they're all been in Panema one. People that we know to criminals themselves. Who knows if they all belong now they all go kill son of Panema one. So we can be quiet. We defeat everything they go well. Once you don't reach we go for empathize for ourselves, we go for feel for the least man. The man with that man with the drive wheelbarrow, that man with the trucks and dove court. If anything happen to him, we need to stand up and talk, because we all belong to a one unit where they call you be truthful to ourselves. So now your last contribution this one gets forgive.
Thank you so much. And having said
Sylvia
that,
Blyden should be released immediately.
Yes. Having said that, I did tell the fellows them plenty thanking all we viewers, and today we panelists them was wonderful. The man and joined voice with me today for net, and also how you call we forge ahead for May 31st. As I stated earlier, the reason why I choose that day is for now we change the negative into positive, and for not only for celebrate the life of Miss Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, but for every woman we don't succumb to whether it's intimidation, whether you're not NGC, C4C, SLPP, APC, we in a demanding consider to be the strongest sex. So we look forward to for then help for encourage we empower we, but then not be the one where they inflict the pain per we salute every woman who don't go through the pain and sorrow. We salute Miss Sylvia Olayinka Blyden for every sacrifice we don't make from a salon. Anybody can say, everybody entitled to their own opinion. So many go look at as partisan, we go there against this kind gesture where we for look on a national point of view instead of her political affiliation. We for look at how much it don't represent we, whether it's education wise, whether it's going from one country to another, representing Sierra Leone as a whole, and giving that light, giving that hope, giving that motivation to that young Pekin where they come up, where they say, I can also be that Sylvia Blyden, that Dr. Sylvia Blyden, if I work hard in terms of my education, if I have the attitude of perseverance, the attitude of go-getter. Having said that, until next time, I always remind we, as a whole, waiting bind we together, we're not the green, white, and blue, irrespective of political affiliation, make we put salon first. And again, when we they celebrate in life on May 31st, 2020, no, remember say, then we continue for be law-abiding citizen. You know, go out for make violence, you know, go out for go fet, just take in picture and celebrate the life of this woman. Until next time, I'll be telling you plenty. Thank you again, Mr. Calais, Mr. Cisse from Canada, Mr. Yula. May God bless we all, and God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone and the United States of America. Good night, guys.
Good night.